Shalom. My name is Alon. Pronounced like you're going to cut grass, like you're going to cut a lawn. It's not spelled that way, but it is pronounced that way. And when I go live, I have two goals. First goal is to give esteem and to serve our creator, YAHUAH. And the second is to add value to you. And I am in Palal that both those goals get met today. Myshpaka, I want to start off our scripture study today. First off, I want to thank y'all for allowing me to have Shabbat just with me and YAHUAH yesterday, and me having some private study time with him, and I want to just apologize for everyone who had an expectation for this pod yesterday. It's just that I needed to balance myself, and sometimes in a week's time I drive myself a little further than what I realize I have. And then I can tell when YAHUAH is saying, slow down, and I had to seek counsel to the admins because I really I felt drained. It was just more of a body tired. And it's like I felt the entire week. So I appreciate everyone with your patience. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate all the kind words on the postponed on a post that we put yesterday. But today we're going to get it in. Today we're going to seek that value that YAHUAH has provided for us in his word. And before we get started and everything, I decided to start off a little early. As you see, it's not 1 o'clock yet, so it's a little early. But I wanted to read Sirach chapter 2. This is, if you got it, you can meet me there, but I'm going to go ahead and start reading before we get going. All right. This is Sirach chapter 2. And if you're new to our community and you're not aware what Sirach is one of the Apocrypha books. It's one of the books that was removed out of the traditional 66 books. We in this community, we believe in the removed books, hidden books, lost books. People call it many different things. But if you didn't know, scriptures actually had more than 66 books. The traditional churches removed quite a bit of the books out, and that's the reason why you probably are unaware of them. And these books are giving add-ons, more wisdom, more advice. There's a whole lot more going on to the story than what we've been told. But this is Sirach. It's like a book of wisdom. It's like Proverbs, so to speak. Chapter 2. My son. I want to emphasize this third word. My son. If. Let me start that again. And don't forget that I just slowed down and I stopped on that third word. If. My bad. Looks like something got in my eye right when I was talking to y'all. Okay. I think we might be good. I think we're good. My son. If. Can I get if in the comments, please? You come to serve YAHUAH. Prepare your being for trials. So he's telling us we're going to have trials, to prepare for it. A lot of us tend to forget that. And do not hasten in the time of trouble. So he's letting us know we're going to have trials and tribulation. Cling to him and do not depart. A lot of times we cling to ourselves. A lot of times we cling to others. Can I get a Barak YAHUAH if this is landing so far? That you may be increased at, it says, your latter end. That means there will be an end. And he says, cling to him and do not depart. That you may be increased at your latter end. Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon you, accept cheerfully. So whatever troubles, trials, tribulations, anything that's good, accept it. In this season, I've come to learn that even the trials have become major lessons and major parts of my growth. I don't just look at them as woe with me's. So I can relate with that. If you can relate and you're starting to see that in your own life, can I get a Barak YAHUAH in the comments? And be patient when you are brought low. How many of you feel like you have been brought low in life in many different ways? It could be relationships, it could be health, it could be finances, it could be a living situation, it could be your family, whatever that is for you. Sometimes it's a combination of 1, 2, or 3, right? For gold is tried in the fire. You are gold, Myshpaka. You are gold. And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. He just told us we're going to have trials. He told us to be patient. He said, what did his exact words are? Do not depart from him. Can I get a Barak Yahu in the comments, please? Believe in him, and he shall help you. Establish your way and trust in him. You who revere Yahuwah, wait for his kindness. You know, we just got through studying parts. We're not done, but pray like the forefathers and David's story. And David had trials. He had to be patient. And did he trust in Yahuwah? The answer is yes. And he held back from things that he could have been like handled business on his own, but he backed off. And what did he do? He trusted Yahuwah. He believed in him. Barak Yahuwah. You who revere Yahuwah, wait for his kindness, and do not turn aside lest you fail. How many of us didn't even realize we were turning aside? We didn't even realize the failing. Every time we tried, it was another issue. Or the season got a little better, but somehow we turn around and it's like a circle. You who revere Yahuwah, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. You who revere Yahuwah have expectancy for good. So you expect good even during your trials. You don't have to expect it to be good. Man, am I speaking to myself right now? Admins, y'all know. I had a moment with the admins. I was sharing some things that was on my ruach. And you know I'm so thankful because all of them had to remind me of that. Oh man, I'm about to cry. And for everlasting joy and kindness, look at the generations of old and see. So it said, learn from the past, learn from the forefathers. Didn't we just got through talking about David? Look at the generations of old and see. Did any ever trust in Yahuwah and were put to shame? David had some moments, but Yahuwah brought him through it. He gave him right ruling that he deserved. He earned those moments, did he not? But he still trusted Yahuwah. And Yahuwah did not put him to shame. He came out on top. He had shameful moments, but it wasn't a full-fledged, I'm down and I'm out. Or did any remain in his reverence and were forsaken? Now remember, he said, look at the forefathers of old. That's who we're focused on. We're not focused on today's time. So we can see that applied to them. And if we're truly believing in him and we're doing what the book says and following and learning from the forefathers, we start to realize how to navigate our lives. We fight against our own ruachs. For all the new Myshpaka, ruachs means spirit. From whom did he ever despise that called upon him? By the way, we're in Sirach chapter 2. Thank you, sis. I saw you just dropped it up there. Verse 11. For Yahuwah is full of compassion and kindness, patience, and very tender-hearted, and forgives sins. We're going to be, write that down, that Yahuwah forgives sins, because that's going to come up later today. and saves in time of affliction. Woe unto fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goes two ways. Woe unto he who is faint-hearted, for he is unbelieving. He's not believing in Yahuwah. Therefore, he shall not be defended. You lose your protection. Woe, by the way, if you feel like, where's my protection right now in this season? Well, are you fully trusting Yahuwah? It says in verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon you, accept cheerfully. So the things that you're going through, that you consider trials and tribulations, are you looking at it cheerfully? And even if you don't know how to look at it cheerfully, are you asking Yahuwah, how do you do so? Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what shall you do when Yahuwah shall punish you? He gives right rulings. Your trials and tribulation, they're not by coincidence. It's because of your actions. We give ourselves wide open to ruachs, and these ruachs are spirits, and they're influencing our scenarios. They're influencing us. They're influencing other people. That's their job. And they don't care if you're right or wrong. They just want access so they can do these things. 15. Those who revere Yahuwah shall not disobey his word. So you're going to look at his word. So if you're a person that's saying, Yahuwah, give me a clear answer. Tell me if I'm doing this right or wrong. And you looking for like a written note. You're looking for this miraculous sign. You're looking for a voice. You're looking something to check the box and say, yep, there it is. You're looking, well, could it happen like that? That's Yahuwah's call. But where does he say? Where does he say? Let's read that again. Those who revere Yahuwah shall not disobey his what? His word. Let's look at it like this. Simple example. Let's just say you are coming out of the traditional church and you're starting to realize, like, wait a minute, we've been taught to do these things wrong. Well, what do I need to do to stay in alignment with our Creator? What do I need to do to make sure I'm doing things the way he wants it through his lens? And then you start to see, okay, well, he's talking about his laws and his commands. Okay, so what is his laws and his commands? You start to study that. You start to try to understand that. And we're going to talk about some of that today. Well, a lot of it today. But then let's just say, like yesterday. Yesterday was Shabbat, right? Right? Can I get right if a lot of us did Shabbat on Saturday. Okay. So let's just say you had somebody in your family, friends, neighbor, coworker, whomever it may be. They're on you about Shabbat. They're saying, nah, you're doing it wrong. They get pretty much, and you see that like, yo, Shabbat is a thing. We're supposed to do Shabbat, right? Okay, well, if they're giving you this, and then they're such small that in small ways getting you to break Shabbat, they're just, but wait a minute. What does his word say? Those who revere Yahuwah shall what? Not disobey his word. So if his word says to participate in Shabbat, and this is how I want you to do it, and you're second guessing things, and you're looking for a sign, you're looking for an answer, and does it pop up out of nowhere? He already told you in the book. So he said, don't disobey it. Let everybody else disobey it. Is this landing? Can I get a Barak Yahuwah in the comments if this is hitting? And those who love him guard his ways. Double down. So if you love him, you guard his ways. He's telling you what you need to do inside the book to stay in alignment with him. And you don't let anything else break past that. And when the book corrects you when you're wrong on something, you find out, well, I didn't know I was doing his ways wrong. So what do? You don't disobey. Once you figure it out, once you see it, you sit uncomfortable in it, right? Barak Yahuwah. Those who revere Yahuwah seek that which is well-pleasing to him. It doesn't say well-pleasing to man. It doesn't say well-pleasing to you. It says well-pleasing to him. Let's read that again. Those who what? Revere. Can I get Yahuwah in the comments, please? Seek that is what? Well-pleasing to him. So you don't let anybody, even yourself, influence that. Your own self can go up against it because you're fighting your own pride. Let's take, for example, the appointed times. Somebody's checking out. Don't check out. You're not supposed to do the appointed times. Oh, but Elon, the laws aren't done away with. We agree. We're on the same page. Stick around. We're actually going to touch on that later today. But you're missing some things. And he's telling you he wants it done a certain way. And we just got through agreeing. That you don't disobey his word. And that those who love him guard his ways. So just because you see for all generations, maybe there's a bigger picture going on here that maybe you might be missing. Can I get a Barak Yahuwah in the comments, please? And those who love him shall what? Fill with will. Let me start that over. And those who love him shall be filled with the Torah. Filled with the Torah. It doesn't say counterfeit perform the Torah. It says fill with the Torah. Understand it. You know, Torah isn't just laws. It's also instructions. All his laws. Don't just say the appointed times are his only laws, because part of his laws and instructions is to what? Pray, fast, weep, mourn. Those are commands. Those are part of his laws. It's part of his Torah. Repent, not just for your sins, everybody's sins. So every time you hear law, if you only thinking, oh, well, you know, Feast of Unleavened Bread and Passover and Sukkot, you're missing it. You're missing it. There's more to it. Those who revere Yahuwah, what? Prepare their hearts. Your heart. How many of us have been in the church, traditional church, in our own emotions? He know my heart vibes. Let's not play. Now we watching everybody else. He know my heart. He know my heart. And I didn't even notice until this season. We got Myshpaka that is waking up, hopping into a quote unquote Torah movement and doing performance-based belief without realizing performance-based belief. Oh, well, you know, Deuteronomy 16 verses 5 and 6 says we're not supposed to do the Passover outside where the land is, where his name dwells. He says exactly, you're not supposed to do it in your own gates. And Jubilees 49 backs that up as well. Oh, but he knows my heart. He knows my heart. You sound like the church. You sound like the church you just got out of. Is this hitting? Is this hitting? And humble their being in what? His sight. And humble their being in his sight, not your sight, not your neighbor's sight, not the Torah observant people who are over authoritative, that you don't want to look bad in front of them. You want to feel, you stop doing that. You're being like a church person. We came out the church. We supposed to be humble individuals and not care. It's supposed to be what? And humble them, their being in his sight. And that goes for your own sight as well. Saying, we shall fall into, Frankie, the fans make, Frankie, look, Frankie, you see it was moving. All right, so if you know, you know. If you know, you know, inside joke. A lot of y'all know. Some of y'all like, wait, why'd he stop? I'll keep going. Don't worry about it. Marilyn, you saw the paper moving? You saw the book moving? I'm just saying. Marilyn says yes. Marilyn, can I get a good sound effect that I wouldn't lie? I wouldn't lie. She left me hanging. There we go. Hey! Saying, we shall fall into the hands of Yahuwah and not into the hands of what? Men. So instead of worrying about what everybody else is thinking about your walk, instead of worrying about what you think about your walk, is your walk aligning with Yahuwah? Are you doing things that's pleasing to him and not your own ego, your own emotions, someone else's ego, someone else's pride, your pride? You trying to save face because it's uncomfortable. It's different. Is that you? Was that you? Have you done that? Well, this applies. Saying, we shall not fall into the hands of Yahuwah and not into the hands of what? Man. Can I get a Barak Yahuwah in the comments, please? For as his excellence is, so is his kindness. Barak Yahuwah. You know, I'm with you on that, Sherry. Can I get a Rumamu YAHUAH? Myshpaka. You already know Myshpaka. At the beginning of our lives, we usually kick it for about 30 minutes. I wanted to read that first. So yeah, we're going to still kick it for 30 minutes. I know we at 1:14, and I know all the information says we start our study at 1:30. But you know what? We still gonna kick it for 30 minutes before we get popping off inside the book. We're gonna have some fun. All right. So if you're new, normally we do like a 30 minutes of like community lobbies, like we listen to music, Myshpaka crack jokes. They mainly picking on me. I seen some of the usual suspects in there. When I sip my tea, they like to call it squirrel bourbon. It's tea. It's tea. If that's what squirrel bourbon is, then fine. Let it be tea. And if you're on replay, if you're catching this on replay, you can go ahead and fast forward if you don't want to see all this. And by the way, I'll tell you afterwards. Let's get it. Barak Yahuwah.
Came out the pew, kept the method. We woke up,
but we ain't finished waking.
We the assembly.
Second layer, came out one light, walked into another. New camp, same heart, leg cover. Read forever loud, skip the place he chose. We woke up, but we ain't finished waking.
They kept us near the ending, far from the start. New Testament sermons, prophets in the dark. Apple jokes where the book just said fruit. One giant on stage, whole nations out of view. Jeremiah played while I drove through pain. Ezekiel, Isaiah, Amos changed the frame. Stop glancing for a verse to feel good. Ask why the whole book missed the neighborhood. Traditions cracked, sacred names got exposed. We saw the first layer shouted, now we know. But pride said, you arrived. We left one system, kept this method alive. Luke 24 verse 44. All things must be fulfilled, written in the Torah of Moses and the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me. First life broke, when the motion built the second. Called the old church hard-led, missed the lesson. They said he knows my heart, while tradition took the lead. Used the same defense in Hebrew sleeves. Read all generations like a billboard sign. Walk past land, altar, priesthood, place and time. Bitter herbs, lamb from a Babylonian market trade. Called the picture whole, why the house stayed away. Torah ain't vanished, we still obey. But love don't edit how he ordered plays. Shabbat, God is speech, mercy, prayer, clean ways. Teach the children flee idols, fast and seek his face. Don't build an altar and rename it good intent can't open with the covenant lie. Deuteronomy 16 verses 5 through 6.
Thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates, but at the place which YAHUAH thy YAHUAH shall choose to place his name in.
Jubilees 49 verse 30.
They may not celebrate Passover in their cities, nor in any place, save before the tabernacle of YAHUAH,
or his house, where his name dwelt.
Second layer, came out one lie, walked into another. Read forever loud, skip the place he chose. We woke up, but we ain't finished waking.
We the assembly, mirror first.
Now they have sinned.
We have sinned, we have sinned. Then you had the books, knew the years were clear. Didn't build a substitute to make the temple near. Set his face to prayer, fasting, sackcloth, ash. Didn't blame Babylon first, put our hearts on the glass. We have sinned, our fathers too. Confusion in faces, YAHUAH, you were true. Don't wear identity like a crown for the flesh. Don't shout chosen, while our mercy stays a mass. If the heart didn't turn, we're still sleeping by the book. A state ain't the gathering, the flag ain't the sign. Where's the clean heart, one shepherd sanctuary line? YAHUAH gathers, YAHUAH cleans. Don't counterfeit, it's time we learn, repent, obey, and keep the witness alive. Daniel 9 verses 3 through 7.
I set my face unto YAHUAH, my YAHUAH, with prayer, fasting, sackcloth, and ashes.
We have sinned. Righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces. Ezekiel 36 verses 24 through 27. I will gather you out of all countries. I will give you a new heart and put my ruach within you, and cause you to walk in my steps.
Beckoning ain't a rival, keep digging. Truth don't fear the whole scroll, keep reading. Let the book break every layer till the heart submits.
We the assembly. If the book says play,
Don't erase that line.
if the book says wait,
Don't outrun his time.
say second layer.
If the mirror got clear,
Say we have sinned.
YAHUAH, meet us here.
No self-made gathering.
No counterfeit sign.
YAHUAH turns the heart.
YAHUAH sets the time. Second layer, came out one lie, walked into another. Second layer,
You can't
saying he knows my heart for cover. Read forever loud, skip the place he chose.
give the right in exile like the order was whole.
We woke up, but we ain't finished waking.
Comfortable in exile.
No shame, keep waking.
Whole book open.
Heart changing.
We don't gather us.
YAHUAH does.
We the assembly.
Hand it to YAHUAH. We assembly. Close the door. Open the heart. YAHUAH. Some prayers don't make a sound. Some tears don't reach the floor. But you knew the whole thing before I closed the door. I used to think the room had to be dark. 4 walls around me just to reach your heart. Thought I had to find the perfect words, say every detail till I knew you heard. But you knew the ache before it got a name. Knew the truth in me before I could explain. Some prayers never made it past my chest. Still, you met me there and gave my soul rest. No crowd in the room, no case to defend. No need to make another person understand. Closed door, open heart, I came as I was. Silence wasn't empty, you were close enough.
Matthew 6 verse 6. When thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
Secret place where the whole world disappears. Heard what I never said, counted every hidden tear. Closed door, open heart, no performance in the dark. Who I search me all the way. Meet me in the secret place. place. When I couldn't find a hopeful line, I didn't fake a brave word just to sound alright. I brought you the anger before it became speech. Asked you to show me what I couldn't see. If pride got a root, pull it out of me. If fear wrote the story, bring me back to truth. If I need to change, make me willing to move. Even when the answer cuts across what I wanna do, then the book open right where I was. Not a magic sign, not an emotional rush, just line upon line, steady and plain. Your word put order where I only felt pain.
1 Samuel 1 verse 13. Hannah spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard.
Secret place where the whole world disappears. Heard what I never said, counted every hidden tear. Closed door, open heart, no performance in the dark. YAHUAH, search me all the way. Meet me in the secret place. We the assembly. Search with me. Let the hidden room get honest. I don't need every friend to tell me I'm right. Don't need a room full of voices every night. Good counsel has a place, but first I come here where truth can correct me before it hits another ear. You know the thought before it turns to a word. You know the pain underneath what I heard. You know the part I keep trying to hide, and you don't only come for you straight in my life. Truth in the inward part, light in the hidden place. Mercy when you show me what I need to change. I came for relief, you gave me a mirror, and somehow correction made your presence feel nearer.
Psalm 139 verses 23 through 24.
Search me, oh YAHUAH,
And know my heart, try me, and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting.
no thunder, no spotlight, no stranger saying I'm right. Truth in the inward part, a lamb coming on in a hidden heart. Search me, try me, lead me, guide me. Closed door, open heart, you already know every part. We the assembly. If he heard you before the words had a name. If the book lit the room where you buried the pain. Say, search me, oh YAHUAH. If silent prayer kept you from falling apart. Say closed door, open heart. We the assembly. Meet him in the secret place. YAHUAH, secret place where the whole world disappears. Heard what I never said, counted every hidden tear. Closed door, open heart, no performance in the dark. YAHUAH, search me all the way. Meet me in the secret place. More than a room I can show. It's the part of me only YAHUAH. Closed door, open heart. He heard what I never said. We the assembly. He heard what we never said. YAHUAH.
Barak Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah, Myshpaka. Hold on, let me hit that chauffeur. Can I hit the chauffeur? Let's hit that chauffeur. Share it. Get out of my head. Woo, sis, I hope I made you proud. Well, I gotta get a sip of my tea. It's not squirrel bourbon, Miranda. Oh, one more. All right, Barak Yahuwah. Myshpaka. I just wanted to share with y'all a little context on this next song. I wanted to play. This next song, it's really dear to me. I'm gonna keep this nice and simple. It's a dedication to Yahuwah as a father to us, but a sideline dedication to my two sons. I have an oldest son, shout out to AJ. And he's seen me at my lowest and he's seen me at my highest. I remember when AJ was like, he was like 9 or 10. And I used to own not a barbershop. I used to have a vape shop next to a barbershop. And I had like a $300 till. and my son was with me when I was opening one day, and he saw the $300, and he's like, "Daddy, you got $1 million?" And I was like, "No, son, that's only $300. We got a long way to go to get to $1 million." But he's also seen me lose all that. He's seen me go from that to being a man who is sleeping on the floor or and on a couch. And I've watched my son under pressure. There was one time where I'll share this story another time, but I had passed out while him and I were working out, and that story gets crazy deep. I went into this, just to shortcut it, I went into like a black abyss on my end. I can't make this up. I've shared this before. Myshpaka, who are aware of the story, and you've seen me share this live at least twice. I think at least twice. Let me know if you were there when you heard the story. But I fell into like a black abyss during this moment, and I kept coming out of it, in and out. And the only way I was able to get out of it is I heard him yelling out, "Dad, Dad, Dad, wake up, come back, Dad." And his voice was like a bullhorn. And I remember yelling out, I was trying to repeat his words back. In my mind, I was trying to let him know, "I hear you. I need you to keep talking. It's what's keeping me like here with you." And when I finally got out of it, the thing that it caught my attention, one of the things, is when I was going in and out of it, I got glimpses of him as I was kind of coming out before I fell back in. And when I tell you, I've seen my son, I don't know how to explain it, but he knows how to slow the room down. He knows how to not panic. He knows how to stay focused and focus on, what do I need to do in this moment? He doesn't freak out. I've seen situations, not that dire, right? Where my son did not buckle under pressure. Pressure didn't affect him. And I'm impressed by that. I also look at his growth, and I look when he was 10. He's wiser than my 10. When he was 15, he's wiser than my 15. He's now 17, and he's wiser than my 17. And he believes in YAHUAH and YAHUSHA. And I'm not worried about him. I have all the confidence that whatever his struggles are at his age, that YAHUAH is going to work that through with him. I do believe that he is going to be used by YAHUAH. And I think he's going to be greater than his dad. And I look forward to that. I'm about to cry. And my other son, which I can't talk about much, y'all know, some of y'all know. And if you're new, I'm in the middle of a custody situation, court system. So I haven't seen my son. My son doesn't know my voice. If I can lovingly say, it's not by my choice. I'll just say it that way. There's other things in the way of me seeing my son. And he's a newborn. He's not even 1 yet. And it's been some months. But my time is coming soon when I'm going to be able to speak to the right people. And hopefully we can get that, prayerfully, in Palal, that we'll get that turned around. And YAHUAH will step in and do what he does best. And I trust him and I believe in him. So this next song, I just wanted to slow down for a second, and I wanted to share that. So this song is a dedication to both my sons, as me as a father, and asking YAHUAH, because he's our father, right? Can I get right in the comments if you believe that he teaches them as a father, like he's taught me, and I'm still learning too. I'm still growing. So I just wanted to slow down and share that with y'all before I play this song. Can I get a Baraki Wu in the comments, please?
One son knows my voice. One son waits to hear the sound. One grew up knowing my words. One name I speak when I bow down. Before your hands could reach for mine, before your eyes could see, both of you were in my heart before you both knew me.
From your earthly father,
Two men of YAHUDA,
YAHUAH.
Aluah. Before you knew my voice, I was calling out your name. Before you felt my arms, I was praying just the same. One son knows my laughter, one son hasn't heard the sound. Miles can stretch between us, but love still holds its ground. Days can make the waiting long, they can't change where you belong. Before you knew my voice, YAHUAH.
already knew your name.
Son, I watched you slow the room when pressure moved too fast. You watched, you weighed, you chose to step and made the moment last. You saw me rise, you saw me fall, saw comfort rearranged. You learned from every loss I took, not only what I explained. You called me just to hear my voice, no favor in your tone. That simple conversation made the distance feel like home. When you come, we'll read it slow, let scripture be the key. Then weigh the words your father says, don't take them just from me.
Deuteronomy 31, verses 19 and 21.
Now therefore write ye this song for you,
And teach it the children of YAHUSHA, put it in their mouths, that this song may be a witness
for it shall not be forgotten.
out of the mouths of their seed.
Son, I haven't heard you laugh or watched you drift to sleep, but love can root before a touch and pile out can reach that deep. Before your fingers reached for mine, before you knew my tone, your name was living in my chest. You never stood alone. If you hear this years from now, don't carry grown folks' pain. You don't have to choose a side to know I spoke your name. I won't hand you bitterness or teach you who to blame. I'll point you to the book and let YAHUAH weigh each claim. Distance held the days apart, it never changed my care. I haven't held your little hand, but kept your name in prayer. Before you knew my voice,
Love had already made his choice.
Psalm 78 verses 4 and 7.
We will not hide them from their children,
Shewing to the generation to come,
the praises of YAHUAH
and his strength,
and his wonderful works that he hath done,
that they might set their hope in YAHUAH.
and not forget the works of,
YAHUAH.
but keep his meat's vote.
don't inherit how I rushed, inherit how I learned. I reached before the season came, then lift the wood it burned. Men of YAHUDA, plant your feet where truth is found. Strong enough to stand, set apart, humble enough to bow down. Learn the language of the land, but keep your worship whole. Daniel stood inside the court, but Babylon never owned his soul. I wanna raise you toward the Father, not make you mirror me. When human voices clash, let scripture govern what you see. Test every voice and test its fruit before it shakes your creed. If mine can't stand the book, then mine ain't what you need. Teach my children, then teach their father too. Help me carry without crushing, make my walk agree with you. Give without controlling, guard without a chain, correct without destroying. Let your mercy govern pain. You carried us as children through the nation's noise. You kept calling from the book while we forgot your voice. When I ache for sons at distance, let the ache refine my choice. Teach me to father like the Father, till my sons can hear your voice.
Jeremiah 31 verses 16, 17, and 20.
Refrain thy voice from weeping,
And thine eyes from tears.
for thy work shall be rewarded,
There is hope in thine end,
that thy children shall come again.
to their own border.
Is Ephraim my dear son?
I do earnestly remember him still. I will surely have mercy upon him.
Jubilees 1 verses 35 through 36. I shall be their father,
and they will be my children.
They will know that these are my children,
and that I am their father,
in uprightness and righteousness,
and that I love them.
Father, let them see the walk. Open the book, let the whole chapter talk. Sons, don't crown a human voice. Bring every word to YAHUAH. Make the book your choice. We the assembly teach the seed. Let truth take root in every deed. Before you knew my voice, I was calling out your name. Before you felt my arms, I was praying just the same. One son knows my laughter, one son hasn't heard the sound. Miles can stretch between us, but love still holds its ground. It can make the waiting long, it can't change where you belong. Before you knew my voice, YAHUAH already knew your name. Before you knew my voice, YAHUAH
Knew you first.
Before you knew my voice,
YAHUAH knew you first.
we the assembly, keep the witness. Washed, not wasted. Washed, not wasted. Pain went down, the wisdom stayed. Let the wound close, don't let the witness fade. YAHUAH washed it, he made a way. Washed, not wasted. I left the river with a stone that day. Took the guilt, left the lesson in place. Washed, not wasted. Different door, same floor. One lost love, one lost work. One got the call that changed it all. One hit bottom with an old thirst. Some buried plants, some buried blood. Some smiled with an ocean in the chest. Some couldn't cry but felt the flood. The bottom broke, the book stayed open. Every prayer got honest, I needed truth, not a verse to soothe. I asked you to take every memory away. You took the torment, but the warning stayed. A witness in my spirit saying don't drift again.
Deuteronomy 8 verses 11 through 16.
Beware that thou forget not YAHUAH thy aluah, lest when thou hast eaten and art full, then thine heart be lifted up and thou forget YAHUAH,
who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, to humble thee and prove thee, to do thee good at thy latter end.
We know emergency faith too well. Break glass, grab the book when life turns hard. Then the rent gets paid, the room gets light, and the pages close a little every night. Comfort don't always look like rebellion, it whispers, you learned your lesson. Hunger gets quiet, prayer gets brief. The same old root finds a different leaf. Something can look good and still be out of order. The world may call it love, success, or peace, but if it bends the word, it can't govern me. Not every wound came from what I did. Not every grave is punishment, but every low place can make room for YAHUAH to search what comfort hid. We the assembly,
Don't let comfort close the book.
let it heal.
Keep what it taught.
Washed, not wasted. Pain went down, the wisdom stayed. YAHUAH washed it, he made a way. Washed, not wasted. Sirach 2 verses 2 through 6. Set thy heart aright, make not haste in time of trouble, cleave unto him, and depart not away. Gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in adversity.
Some came out the bottle, some came out the smoke. Some came through a breakup that made them look. Some sat by a bed that wouldn't turn around. Some lost a voice that made the whole house sound. Different stories, same question. What will I become after this? Will I keep the pain alive, or carry wisdom and let the wound dry? I begged to cry for what walked away. Then the book showed how far I had strayed. The tears finally came when the mirror turned true. I thought I only missed them, I have been missing you. Yahuwah, my Yahuwah, I don't miss the breaking, I miss how close you felt when every answer failed. All I had was Yahuwah himself. Don't leave me hurting just to keep me near, but don't let healing make your voice disappear. I don't need pain to stay in my chest, I need the hunger and reverence to rest.
Don't hold the wound open,
Hold the witness up,
don't live in the river.
remember who dried it up.
We crossed on dry ground, we don't wear the chain.
Take one stone from the water and walk out changed.
Joshua 4 verses 6 through 7.
When your children ask, what mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall answer,
The waters of Jordan were cut off
and these stones shall be a memorial.
unto YAHUSHA forever.
We, the assembly,
If the low place drove you to the page,
say, wash not wasted.
remember that day.
If the wound got clean, but the wisdom stayed.
Drop by rock, YAHUAH.
He made a way,
Don't live in the river,
don't carry the chain,
lift up the witness.
and walk out change. Washed, not wasted. Pain went down, the wisdom stayed. Let the wound close, don't let the witness fade. Yahuwah washed it. He made a way, washed, not wasted. I left the river with a stone that day.
Took the guilt, left the lesson in place.
Washed, not wasted. I don't live on that floor.
I remember who met me there.
The wound can close,
The witness stays.
we, the assembly. Washed, not wasted. Why rock you, Yahuwah, my Yahuwah, my Yahuwah.
Myshpaka, Wash Not Wasted. Man, I love that song, man. Shout out to all the Myshpaka that joined us in the listening party. They listened to like 3 versions of that song, and it was like unanimous. That's right. Sometimes we do listening parties. Well, recently we started doing that. We did our second one. That was our second one. Anyways, my point is, I appreciate y'all for helping decide, because I was having a hard time trying to decide which one. So I see a lot of people thanking me, but Barak Yahuwah for the Myshpaka, because they helped pick that song as well. Also, shout out to Sherry Johnson. Sherry Johnson. She is she's one of the admins of We the Assembly, and she's over there on YouTube. Sis, I see you. I see that there's apparently some like personal information or contact information. I got to glance at it. If Sherry is asking you guys not to do something, please respect it. Because if she feels like it's going too far, we don't like to share any personal information publicly. Sherry has the full go ahead to boot people. And it doesn't mean we hate you. It's just that she's trying to help you out. She's trying, you never know. All right. We want people to connect, but we want it to be done safely. All right. So, but right now we're here for study. We're here for Yahuwah. We can do all the connecting later on at a different time somehow. All right. Myshpaka, I do want to play one more song and then we get in the book. All right. One more song. This song was also played in the listening party. It's in the process of being released now. Apparently, I think it's on Spotify. It's on Spotify. I'm waiting for it to hit YouTube. It might jump on live while we here now. But this one right here, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm considering making a full music video out of this one. So I'm hoping you guys love it. Barak Yahuwah. This is Make It Make Sense, America.
America, come here real quick. Got a question with a kick. If the receipt don't match the fit, why you still selling it? We the assembly. Bring the book, bring the proof. Make it make sense, America, make it make sense. One hand
hand on the flag, other hand on the fence. Make it make sense, America, make it make sense. You say, trust the story, but the story got dense. Clip, clip, zip, zip. Redacted, then spin. Same lie, new tie, new grin. Old sin, fact checkers don't flinch. Truth don't need permission. If the book and receipts agree, we checking the edition. They said, start at the ships. Never ask who was home. Never ask why old maps put Judah in the zone. Emmanuel born in 1747, check the frame. Negro land, West Africa, Judah in the name. Before the slave trade stamped us and scrambled up names, Judah sat in the record while they buried the claim. Revelation 2 verse 9, 3 verse 9, sit with that line. In time prophecy said false claims would shine. Bowen map, Negro land. Slave ships hit the shore. 29 years later, 1776, locked the door. America knew the file, kept the record low. Allied with the claim while the real roots show. Jews, the book say, no, no. Textbook wars smile, but the middle page missing. Caught us too loud when we started really listening. Government got secrets with the black mark against, and every time truth knocks, nothing to see citizen. Uncle Sam smooth with a brand new smile. Same old file, stay buried for a while. Said, baby, just trust me, I changed this time. The lipstick on the collar got a paper trail line. Paper trail, tell the truth. Fact check us, show the proof.
Proverbs 18 verse 17. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him.
Make it make sense, America, make it make sense. You say, trust the story, but the story got dense. Clip, clip, zip, zip. Redacted, then spin. Same lie, new tie, new grin. Old sin.
Babylon wore bricks, now Babylon wins. Tower had a top, now the tower got plans. Market got a pulpit, money got hands. Mammon got a choir, and the choir got fans. News got a script, and the script got a sponsor. Pride got a crown with a smooth little posture. They call evil good, then sell good as strange. Switch signs on the shelf, then they call it a chain. Red cup, blue cup, same bit of drink. Blue face, old race, same chain, same string. Left wing, right wing, same bird. Fly both wings, flat while the people ask why.
Make it make sense. Come on, make it make sense. Did that land?
Isaiah 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Church got the comfort, camp got the pride. Both got scissors when the whole scroll slide. One crop's for blessing, one crop's for blood. Both skip correction when correction pull up. Pastor said peace but forgot repentance. Camp said try but forgot the sentence. You found Deuteronomy then dodged obedience. Found the curse heavy but skipped the ingredients. YAHUAH warned us through prophets and signs, but America trained us to pledge to the line. YAHUSHA said don't swear, let your yeah be yeah, but they start kids early with the hand in display.
Hold up. You say don't trust the book unless the system approve it. Then trust that same system when it edits the view. Make it make sense.
Who fact checking who?
This ain't hate for the people. This a call through the smoke. When the whole room laughing at a lie that ain't a joke. If the truth make you wiggle, let the word do surgery. YAHUAH ain't asking for patriotic perjury. Come out of her, my people. That ain't just Odin. That's a present day warning for the cup they make us drink.
Revelation 18 verse 4. Come out of her, my people,
that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Make sense, America, make it make sense.
One hand on the flag, other hand on the fence.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense, America, make it make sense.
You say trust the story, but the story got dense. Clip, clip, zip, zip. Redacted, then spin. Same lie, new tie, new grin. Old sin. Fact checkers don't flinch. Truth don't need permission. If the book and receipts agree, we checking the edition. Check the claim, trace the line. If the race it don't match, don't sign. If this made you check the story, drop by YAHUAH. If this made you search the matter, type fact check us. We the assembly. Scripture in one hand, receipts in the other.
Make it make sense, America.
Same lie, different fit. The book stays straight. We caught the edit.
Ooh-wee. That song hitting. That song is hitting. I gotta give one more shout out and love for the we have like a little small messenger group. It's like a focus group. Um, uh, when I tell you, they helped walk me through the artwork for this one because I couldn't decide which direction to go, and I'm not sure if y'all can see the artwork to that because I know it's kind of small. But when it release, take a good look at the graphic work. Shout out to that group because they helped vote, and I think we made Maryland, was it like maybe 10 10 different versions of it? Yeah, and shout out to Frankie. Frankie gave the most help. hold on, sis. Hold on, wait. I love you, Aki. Barak YAHUAH Myshpaka. Let me take this down real quick. I'm just playing. Frank says he in his feelings. I ain't seen Frank in the comments. Where you at? I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. I'm sure he gonna make me pay for that one. Barak YAHUAH Myshpaka. You already know. Let's wait. I meant to put this up. We're gonna get started with this right here. Can I get a disclaimer in the comments, please? A disclaimer in the comments, please. New Myshpaka, this is for you. This is for you. How we study at We the Assembly. All right, Myshpaka. What version? Drop in the comments what version of book you're using. Some people have the KJV. Some people have books that have the restored names, like the Sefer. I myself have the. I like to read out of the Hallelujah Scriptures. We have the trusty remix, King James. Probably not going to jump in there. At least I'm not. And we have the Sefer. The reason why the Myshpaka is going to drop, make sure y'all drop what version you're using. New Myshpaka, this is for you. It's just for you to let you know. Well, I'm getting past the slide. Barak YAHUAH, let me widen this back out. This helps the new people see that the room is learning from different starting points without being separated from the scripture chain. Take notes if you can, even if it's on a napkin, Myshpaka. And don't worry if you're not in a position to take notes. That's cool. You can always come back on replay and watch it again and fast forward to the spot and just write down whatever caught your attention. All right. Make sure you write things down, the references, questions, corrections, and anything that stands out to you. The scripture will be on the screen. And Myshpaka, you're going to notice I'm going to be reading. So I'm going to be reading out of this book. So it may not 100% align, but if you're looking on the screen, you'll be able to keep up. All right. That's for you to Myshpaka who may not be in position to have a book or whatnot. You're hanging out with us for the first time. That's for you. All right. And if you can't do any of that, don't forget, you can go on our YouTube channel and you can watch it on replay. And we got some restored scriptures on our new website that's coming. And we have some on our current website, which I did some upgrades. I'm going to show y'all before we get going. Well, maybe it's not some upgrades. I'm updating it, so to speak. For the new Myshpaka, don't focus only on the version, the version you use. If you got like the King James, and that's it, that's fine. Just run with it. But while you're with us, we want you to do a couple of things. We want you to check our fruits, pay attention to our fruits, make sure that we are not deceived, make sure that we're not trying to deceive you. And notice I said we, not just me. Pay attention to the Myshpaka inside the comments. See what they're saying. They are helping out just as much as I am to try to wake people up, trying to learn. We're all learning together. And when I can't pronounce words, trust me, they help me out. Sound it out, Elon. It's probably going to happen a couple of times, more than a couple of times today. All right, so watch the context. It is your job to study the entire book, the entire chapter that we're in. We're going to be looking in certain parts of the book in each chapter. When we hop in a chapter, make sure you're studying the whole entire chapter. It's your responsibility. All right. Watch the book. Does the teaching remain in scripture? And watch the direction. Does the room point back to who? Can I get YAHUAH in the comments, please? It's not the version alone. So it's not only the version. All right. Different versions may be worded differently. That's it. And we're just going to sum it up to like that. Your version may say G-O-D or L-O-R-D. All right. So you're going to see us for G-O-D. We're going to be saying Yahuwah. For L-O-R-D and also Elohim. Elohim is also a hidden deity. If that's new to you, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. A lot of people get hung up there, but don't. We're going to replace it with Aluah. Aluah. That means mighty one. JC. I can't bring myself to say the name. Sometimes I can, sometimes most of the time I can't. His name, we give him respect as YAHUSHA in the comments. Can I get YAHUSHA in the comments, please? So if we go to any of the new and we speak about that, we're gonna refer to him as YAHUSHA. Israel is Yasharal. Jerusalem is Jerusalem. Holy or Holy Spirit. Kodesh or Ruach HaKodesh. Bless is Barak. So when you see us say Barak Yahuwah, we're saying bless Yahuwah. Baruch is blessed with the ED. So my bad. Miss Hawkins, y'all get out the way. I'm just playing. Blessing. Since you keep going, I'll just be silly because I know Hawkins like to, I was trying to get some before she get at me. Y'all know how y'all new Myshpaka, you'll know. She one of the wild ones. But Barakath is blessing. I bet she like, oh, it's on like popcorn. I'm gonna get them when I get a chance. Don't you drop no toilet jokes, Hawkins. Don't freeze. Don't let fear keep you from reading scripture. Myshpaka, okay. Matthew 18:6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depths of the sea. Myshpaka, if you're a person that gets hung up on which version you guys got the restored text, you're reading, I want that book, but I don't have that book. If that's keeping you from hopping in the book, that's the reason why they drop in what version to show you. You can read past that. The goal is to get started. You got to get started. You'll work your way up to restored text. If you one of the people that say, well, they cost too much. It's too much money. Look, first off, we taking that from you. How? Because we're restoring all the scriptures on our new custom website that we're building that we have not launched yet. I'll let y'all get a peek at that later on for the ones who haven't seen it. And on our current website, which is yahuahstudios.com, we don't have all the scriptures, but we have some scriptures on there that's restored for you. So don't you dare say, oh, it costs too much. No, we're trying to make sure scripture is readily available to you for the free. All right. For the free. Barak Yahuwah. Examine the fruits. Don't only listen to words. Test what the room produces. Matthew 7:16. Ye shall know them by their what? Can I get fruits in the comments, please? Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every ruach. Ruach means spirit. But try the ruachs, whether they are from Yahuwah, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. So you got to examine the fruits, Myshpaka. And there's plenty of ways. In this community, we started to realize that a person's behavior alone shows their fruits. We act like it's so hard, but he actually gives us the blueprint. Here's some examples before I move forward. If a person is being over authoritative and they're causing one of two things, well, I guess they're same, depending on who you ask, strife or discord. They're arguing a point. And it's a back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And they're telling you, and you can feel it in the comments. And you're just trying to learn, or you're trying to share, and it's like, they just showed you fruits. That's a bad ruach. That means, nope. I see your fruits. You're creating discord and strife. And I don't like how it's making me feel. Is if it's making you feel angry, if it's making you feel agitated, if it's making you feel annoyed, that means there's a ruach on them. That means alert, alert, alert. You don't engage anymore. Walk away. Barak Yahuwah. Oh. And if there's something in the book and they seem to turn a blind eye and you see them calling out the church, oh, Christmas and Easter's not in the book. We agree. 100%. Christmas and Easter's not in the book. But when Deuteronomy 16, verse 5 and 6 says, do not do the Passover in your own gates and only in the land. And they over here yelling out, Deuteronomy 28, Deuteronomy 28, the black folk, we the real people, we the real people. And yet they're doing Passover. But the book clearly says like A plus B equals C, don't do it. But they hung up on for all generations. If they fight book with book without examining book to see what is the bigger understanding, they're showing you your fruits. They're showing you their fruits. Can I get a Barak Yahuwah if that landed? Don't believe us. Drop it in the comments, y'all. Y'all hit them last two words. Y'all hit the last three words. Don't believe us. Put the rest in the comments, Miss Myshpaka. Isaiah 8:20 to the Torah and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no what? Light in them. Proverbs 14:15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. Study the whole chapter. It is your responsibility, Myshpaka. As we may hit a section in the chapter, it's your responsibility to study the entire chapter. Proverbs 18:13. He that answereth a matter before he heareth, it is folly and shame unto him. Hold on, y'all. Marilyn text me. If Marilyn texts me, that means there's something. Facebook or YouTube, sis? You took care of it? We good? I got to go Uber. You got to go driving. Oh, Barak Yahuwah. Thank you, Aki. Aki, I've been letting you know. I don't know what. Marilyn. Huh? Marilyn telling me just stay focused. get back to work, Marilyn. That's what I'm saying. Barak Yahuwah, we're just gonna keep going. Barak Yahuwah, let's keep going. Our heart posture. We'd rather be corrected by scripture than comfortable by our own overstanding. Okay. I got you, sis. I got you. All right. Thank you for letting me know. We learn through scripture. We test everything by the book. We let the text correct us. We choose truth over comfort. We follow Yahuwah above tradition, emotions, and opinions. Sis, is that what we were experiencing? Tradition, emotion, and opinions. Do I need to tap on the name? Do I need to tap on the name? Okay. So can I squirrel for a moment before we get going? Yeah, Carlos. I misunderstood. Barak Yahuwah from Maryland. So apparently you're causing a disruption. We're in scripture study, Aki. And we just got through talking about examining fruits. And if you have a issue or confusion about the name, can I just simply just say this, Aki? We actually did two deep dive studies, okay? And those two studies are on our YouTube channel, and it's labeled why I stop calling him God. So if you have a question about the names and how we came to Yahuwah and Yahusha, could you do me a favor and do the rest of Myshpaka a favor? We are here to study and learn as a community and grow together. So instead of causing issues or distraction inside the comments, could you at least, if you're truly interested, so if it's not about debate or trying to be right, because if that's the case, then we're going to do exactly what we said. We're going to examine fruits. We don't focus on discord or strife. So that's why I'm talking to you. I'm not talking at you, and I'm giving you opportunity. The opportunity is to go see where we're getting this from. And we've actually got two 2-hour study. So that's 4 hours of details. We bring you down scripture, we bring you down history, we bring you down all of it. So if you're interested, it is actually on our YouTube channel. So instead of, just causing the issues inside the comments and distracting people about the name, can I lovingly ask you to go take some time on your own time and go check that out and see where we're getting this from, instead of, just distracting people, right? Because if you're distracting people and you're becoming a person of strife and discord, we're going to acknowledge those fruits. And Marilyn caught that quickly. And so with that being said, we love you, Ak, and we would like for you to see where we're coming from. We're not asking you to believe us. We're asking you to fact check us. Check it out. See if we're in alignment. See if we're deceived, just like everything we just mentioned. And with that being said, we love you. And can I get a Barak Yahuwah in the comments, please? Let's keep going. Oh, we done with that one. We done with that one, Myshpaka. Let's get into book. Oh, wait, wrong one. Oopsie. It's the other slide. Sorry, Myshpaka. All right, Myshpaka. Just as a small recap, this is round 3 of the series we started. I don't know, was it maybe about 4 weeks ago, 4 Shabbats ago? I don't know, I can't remember. But narrative change, or covenant return. This is based on one of the series that Truth Unedited had posted on YouTube. And I want to be very clear that we have no issues in We the Assembly with Brother Ron and Truth Unedited. We're not examining the man. We're not examining his motives. We are examining the message from the content that he put out. That's the only thing. I want to go on record with saying, Brother Ron, Truth Unedited, his content helped me during my walk. And he does provide value to the truth. We don't 100% align on things, but we're not talking about him. We're just looking at his message and we're examining it towards scripture. And so this is not a hit piece. This is not a beef thing. This is not any strife or discord. I appreciate the work that he's put in for Yahuwah, for the community, and for the people. And I'm in Palal that not exactly this message, but Yahuwah shows him what we're seeing, because he's focused on a narrative change. And we're realizing the scriptures don't call for that. The scriptures are actually telling us that that's murmuring, that's complaining, that Yahuwah wants us to go for a covenant return, and that the narrative change when we focus on it. And I'm on record with saying that I used to be a person that focuses on the Freemasons and focusing on the governments and Hollywood. And I've done that content too. I'm guilty of doing that. And it's good to, point those things out. They're real. They're not a deception. It's really happening. So Brother Ron is actually pointing out real things. However, the scriptures are saying our creator, this is actually part of the curse. So we're not supposed to murmur according to scripture. We're supposed to ignore it. We're supposed to lean into Babylon, away from Babylon. We're supposed to come out of her, my people, while we're in Babylon. We're in exile right now. This is part of the punishment. So we have governments and Hollywood and all these conspiracies, which are real. They're real. It's supposed to be none of our business. We're supposed to keep focused on what Yahuwah has for us. And Myshpaka, if I'm not mistaken, we stopped at slide 31. We stopped right here, if I'm not mistaken. And by the way, if y'all want to go ahead and get ahead of me, Joel chapter 2, verse 12. Joel chapter 2, verse 12. Meet me there, or be Frankie or Tori Combre Square. And I just want to chat with y'all real quick. If you get value from this study, may I ask two things? Number one, go back and check out the other two, round 1 and round 2, because if you got value from the last part, well, I'm sure you'll get value from the first and the second one, right? Just a guess. I don't know. But also, if you get value, would you consider sharing? We need to start helping waking people up, especially people who are already kind of woken up, if I'm being honest, and they're hung up on what the world is doing instead of what we're being called to do. All right. With that being said, let me know in the comments when you are there. I got to play catch up. Barak Yahuwah. Sis, I ain't seen Frankie. He been in the comments? Frankie! Frankie! Y'all, Frankie mad at me. I might talk about it later. I heard his feelings earlier today. Marilyn laughing. Y'all, look. Like, serious. I heard Frankie's feeling. He got his feelings. Since I can't help myself. You see how honest I am? See how, look, Frankie got my back. I'm gonna leave him alone. Look, hold up. Highlight him, sis. Frankie, leave Carlos alone. I already took care of it. Frankie, sis, put his comment up. Put his comment to Carlos up. Y'all look at Frankie. That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. Frankie wrote a Harry Potter novel in Spanish. Hold up. Carlos, I ain't even going to try to read. All right, you can take it down, sis. Now I got to pick on him. Y'all, I heard Frankie's feelings, y'all. Can I share? Can I share? Sis, should I share? Or should I leave him alone? That's still my dog. Okay, y'all, look, true story. This happened yesterday. So, all right, y'all heard the new song earlier, right? Make It Make Sense America. So yesterday, I asked the focus group, I said, yo, could y'all help me, figure out the, sorry, I gotta laugh at him. Can y'all help me figure out what album to use? And they a group of jokesters. Like a lot of them in here right now. They know, right? And I don't know if they could tell. I had told them, I said, look, y'all, they were cracking a lot of jokes. And I said, look, sorry, y'all, I'm just laser focused. I was just locked in. It's not that I didn't want to play. It's not that I didn't want to play, but I just wasn't trying to play. It just wasn't in me. I wanted to focus on certain things. So all the jokes was like not in me in that moment. But I saw them laughing. I was letting them have their fun. So then I'm like super. You'll never. Nah, your feelings got hurt. Sis, am I wrong? Sherry, Kendra, Brian. He looked like he was all mad. He's like, well, I won't crack jokes again. You better, boy, stop. All right, so in the group yesterday, we dropping like 10 or 15 versions of that album, right? And they could tell I'm over here. I'm locked in. I wasn't joking. Robin in there cracking jokes. Jane Green in there cracking jokes. Tori and they're cracking jokes, just jocking their drag, they just joking away. And I'm walking over every one of their jokes like they ain't even saying it, right? And then Frankie did this. I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna show it. I'm telling, I'm snitching, spill it. Y'all, this is what they be doing to me. This it ain't just Frankie. When it comes to doing this, there's three main culprits. Frankie, Jacques, Robin guilty sometimes. No, wait, there's James Green. Yeah, Robin. No, wait, Karen. Oh, Karen be getting me sometimes. Okay, so here I am with the make it make sense imagery, right? Then out of nowhere, in the midst of it, Frankie did this. Make sense, America, and he made me old. Him and Jacques. I bet my mama laughing right. Baby girl, stop laughing at me. I know you laughing. I don't hear it, but I know she laughing. She being enjoying. She enjoy when they mess with me. All right. So get a good look. I know my phone messed up. Ignore that. All right. So Frankie did that in the middle of everything. And when I saw it, I was like, man, I ain't see him vote. I just saw him cracking jokes. And I was like, yo, so I ain't say nothing. Then we had an admin call, maybe about 2 hours ago. And then I had said, look, Aki, can you read the room, man? And I said, you didn't even vote. He goes, yes, I did. I voted for B. I was like, I didn't see you vote. I see you cracking jokes. You distracted everything. I was locked in. Well, I just won't crack jokes anymore. Like, Aki, ain't nobody telling you not to be you, man. I was just serious, man. You threw everything off. That's all. He got his feelings. Frankie, you could keep doing it, Aki. That's my dog. Okay, y'all, my bad. Squirrel. Man, I'm staying away from the admin chat. I know what he gonna do. Joel chapter 2, verse 12. Let's get it. Ye even now declares, yet even now. Frankie gonna be like, see you starting off already. Yet even now declares Yahuwah, turn to me with all your what? Can I get heart in the comments, please? Can I get heart in the comments, please? And with what? Can I get fasting in the comments, please? Fasting. And with what? Can I get weeping in the comments, please? Can I get weeping in the comments, please? And with what? Mourning. Can I get mourning in the comments, please? Heart, fasting, weeping, mourning. Heart, fasting, weeping, mourning. 13. And tear your heart and not your garment. So tear your heart, not your clothes. It's that heart change. There go that heart. He doubled down on heart. Do y'all notice that? He said heart in 12, heart in 13. And what? Turn back to Yahuwah, your Eluah. And turn back to Yahuwah, your Eluah. For he shows favor and compassion, patient and of great kindness, and he shall relent concerning the evil. So Myshpaka, he said, by the way, does that sound like a maybe or does that sound like a command? That's a command. We can't turn around and be like, follow Yahuwah's commands and his laws and not see that as a command. So what does the command say? The command says, yet even now declares Yahuwah. So Yahuwah is declaring something. Turn to me. So wait, turn to me. Those 3 words, he's saying, if you do this, he's going to see it. He's going to acknowledge it. So what is it? Turn to me with what? All your heart, not a portion. You can't be halfway in and halfway out. If you were in the beginning when we were talking about the Shabbat and other people in your ear, and the book says to do Shabbat, and you struggling, or you letting this person bother you, And the book is telling you, but you waiting on smoke signals and pigeons to tell you something different when he's already answered you. Do you believe him? So with all your heart in that scenario, if you're halfway in and halfway out, if you're worried about what somebody else believe or think, instead of focusing on this book, because the word is his way, that's his command. So you got to turn around and say, I don't care what you say. This is what I'm doing. I'm following this book. And he says, turn to me with all your heart. And with what? Fasting. Slow down there for a second. That reminds me. Myshpaka, who was in our series with Pray Like the Forefathers, our fasting series, which was a big one, multiple different rounds, and it was deep. Who learned new things about fasting, or who was afraid of fasting and it gave you more confidence, or who were there and it gave you just more confidence, more understanding, clarity, and you put it as part of your life now. You're participating in fasting, which means you're doing what? You're following his commands. Who got value from that? Okay, new Myshpaka. It's a command. It's not a maybe. And if you want help in that area, we got it on our page. It's on our YouTube channel. Go to the playlist. You're going to see Pray Like the Forefathers. It's right there for you. It's like 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5. I can't even remember. We did so many on it. We go slow. And you see that Myshpaka, if you got value, they put in value. They already put in value. They're already putting value. So if that's you and that's something you're curious about, there you go. We already got it. We already got it there for you. And with what? Weeping. And what? Mourning. So wait, Myshpaka. He just said, if you do these things, turn with all your heart, right? Fasting, weeping, mourning. He didn't say that you're going to have a good time. He didn't say that your life is going to be perfect. He didn't say that. He's saying pretty much humble yourself. You haven't humbled. None of us have humbled ourselves. We haven't humbled ourselves to his word. The church has taught us to look for, when we, tell me if this is you. In the past, when you were in the traditional church system, you sit in them pews, you listen to the pastor, didn't realize he was giving pep talks, he or she was giving pep talks and motivational speeches. And you're going there for you. Well, no, Elon, I was going there to learn about God. Was you really? Because the pastors probably was talking about how you can get better homes and more riches. How you broke now, and how God is going to help your bank account if you just pray more. It's your prayer habit. You're not praying right. Is this landing? That's not with all your heart. That's about you about to gimme. And our creator's like, yo, I don't care about that, man. They deceiving you. And the book says, do not what? Worship him in vain. You're making it about me. Oh, well, your relationship will get better. You just gotta have faith. You gotta have bravery. You gotta have courage like Daniel. That's why when he went to go defeat Goliath, when Saul gave him the armor, he said, no, thank you. I don't need the armor. I got gold on my side. I got courage on my side. I got faith. And if you have courage and faith, you can defeat anybody. Don't let that boss get on your nerves. All you need to fix your prayer and get your courage up and your faith. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Barak Yahuwah. Man, let's keep going. Let's go to 15 through 17. We're going to keep it popping. 15 through 17. Myshpaka, can I get a disclaimer in the comments, please? Do not forget. Matter of fact, I got to say this. The book of Joel. First off, we're in chapter 2. It is your responsibility, new Myshpaka, to study the entire chapter. We're not hitting all of the chapter, okay? But it's your responsibility. Test our fruits, please. But can I say something a little deeper? Joel is only 3 chapters. It's only 3 chapters, Myshpaka. Can I encourage you to study all 3? Can I tell you some cool stuff you're going to find in Joel? All right, here's what you're going to find. You're going to find one of the biggest things I want you to pay attention to. He's going to say, hey, you Greeks, you took part in that you helped sell my people. You bought my people. You participated in the slavery and scattering them, and you also took part in taking my gold and my precious things. You stole from me. On Judgment Day, I'm going to make all you pay for it. He says Greeks. Why am I emphasizing that? Myshpaka, the traditional church system in today's time, what doctrine do they focus on? Can y'all let the new Myshpaka in the comments know? I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let somebody else say it first. Then I'll say it. Once I see it out, then I'll say it. What doctrine in today's time does the traditional church, they go by? They're like, oh, well, according to the, I'm waiting to see it. I don't see it yet, Marilyn. I don't see it yet. I know it'd be kind of slow on our systems. I know the Myshpaka here know. I know they know. I'm waiting. Tony said Hellenized. Anthony. Get Anthony. Get bam. Greek doctrine. Rome, Greek doctrine. Well, when you study Joel, you start to realize your creator is not a fan of the Greeks. Why are we? First Maccabees, the Greeks, King Antiochus. Wait, first off, you got a Hebrew creator. You can ask any passage at. Deuteronomy 28, it says, and I'm paraphrasing that he's going to kick the people, our forefathers, from out the land, Africa. He said another nation's going to come and they're going to bring them by boats to another place. I'm just paraphrasing. And he says that you're going to be worshiping their gods of wood and stone. He said, you're not even going to know their language. Now, keep in mind, we got a Hebrew creator, right? Hebrew people. And somehow we're following Greek understanding and Greek doctrine. Do you believe Deuteronomy 28 or do you not? Did you know that JC? Did you know that JC in Greek is translated to Zeus? Not hell Zeus, just plain old Zeus. Wait a minute, what type of deity is that? Isn't that a Greek deity? Interesting. Did you know that JC's name in Latin is translated to Jupiter? Hold on. Some of y'all like, oh, here you go. Here you go. The OGs, they know what's coming. New Myshpaka, pay attention.
The modern English adopted the J for the Latin I's in the 16th and 17th century. So by the time we get to the early modern English Bibles, like the King James, the Latin Jesu, in its nominative and vocative forms, from the Greek Jesus, includes the J as Jesus. Jesus does not mean hail Zeus. The word for hail in ancient Greek is haladza. The name Zeus is a noun that in Greek has an irregular declension. The god we call Zeus in antiquity was called Zeus, but only in the nominative case, and a version of Dios in the genitive, dative, and accusative forms. In Latin, his name was Jupiter.
So you got this Jupiter Zeus nickname thing, transliteration thing going on. And then they confuse you with a bunch of, in And this and this means Joshua, and then this is Yeshua, then all this blah 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 blah. I still go back to Deuteronomy 28. Do you believe him when he says, hey, you're gonna be taken and you're gonna be worshiping other gods? So my point is, the book of Joel is only 3 little chapters. We're tapping on 2. It's not much. Study this. I'm sure most people walk right past Joel like Joel got no value. Joel got some meat. Can I? Yeah, you know what? Thank you, James. He says, thanks, Mr. Huff. he quoting one of our songs, coincidence maybe. Barak YAHUAH. Oh, well, my bad. I didn't read it. 15, let's get it. Blow a ram's horn in Zion. Kadesh. Kadesh means set apart, a fast. Kadesh, Qadosh. Kadesh, or some versions say ESH. So set apart a fast. Call an assembly. Verse 16. Gather the people. Kadesh. Set apart the assembly. Assemble the elders. Gather the children and those that nurse on breast. Let the bridegroom come out from his room and a bride from her dressing room. Verse 17. Let the priest, let the Kohen, the priest, servants of Yahuwah, weep between the porch and the altar. And let them say, spare your people, O Yahuwah, and do not give your inheritance to reproach for the Gentiles to rule over them. Why should they say among the peoples, where is their Yahuwah? So we're supposed to come together, the leaders of the true assembly, the leaders of, I'm saying leaders because, okay, look, this gets uncomfortable for me. A lot of people call me a teacher. A lot of people call me a pastor. I'm neither. I'm just Elon. I'm a broken individual. You caught my attention. And yes, he's given me a skill set. He's given me the courage. Not like Daniel don't need his armor. Not like that. He broke me enough to say, you know what? You're willing to be humble enough for me in front of everyone. You're willing to show your good, your bad, and your ugly. You're willing to show your wins and your losses. You're willing to put your life out there for people to actually see, so people can actually relate and put that mirror up. Can I get mirror in the comments, please? And you're willing to see my fine print. And when I correct you by scripture, you're willing to sit uncomfortable in it and make the adjustment live in front of everyone and not be prideful. So I can see why you would say, teacher. But to me, I'm just a regular old dude. But I'm not going to be ignorant that when he says in verse 17, part of me kind of feels like he's saying like, hey, Elon, you're one of those. That I have to be a servant and weep between the porch and the altar. And if I'm to be honest, for all the leaders of this awakening, I don't know how to say this. And can I say this with love? I haven't noticed into this season, majority of the leaders are not willing to humble themselves to book, or they haven't seen it yet. It's one of the two. Popular names, popular people. Come on now. I'm just being honest. I can't help but think we're not there yet. We're not there yet because you got some that are still doing the appointed times and they're not seeing that fine print yet. How can we get there until they see it? You got the IUIC people calling him out his name. They're not humble enough. They're full of pride. They're willing to put the boots on Gentile strangers or whatever. They hate white people. They make them bend down and kiss their boots. They don't fit weeping before the altar. They rather yell with bullhorns on the side streets. Then you got people on our side that's waking up that sees that, and they're like, yo, we see that it don't matter the color. Just because we identify us as the slave trades because our melanated skin and we're putting it together don't mean we align with them. No. We love all people. We see that Isaiah 56 and Deuteronomy 5 says all people is good, and it's all over the book. Exodus, he says, yo, be kind to the stranger. I'm paraphrasing, be kind to the stranger, because once you were a stranger in Egypt, you were a stranger in another land. He says it in Leviticus. He says it in Deuteronomy. But what do? They turn a blind eye. That's pride. Those are leaders too. We're not there yet. I can't help but think that. And then you got people that's outside of that does see it. And if I'm being honest, Yahuwah, it's in my ruach. Forgive me. I don't know if I'm stepping out of line. I don't know if you put it in me to say it. We're too topical. We're too topical. We'd rather talk about eating meat or vegetables instead of covenant return. We'd rather talk about virgin births, trinities, raptures. Am I the only one noticing this? I'm just throwing it out there. Am I the only one noticing this? Topical topics. We need the leaders to stop. We got leaders arguing over Yahuwah is Yahuwah or Yahuwah YAHUSHA. Topical. I don't see this yet. We not there yet. I'm just being honest. Myshpaka, with love, the book says examine the fruits. I could keep going. The appointed times. We're not supposed to do the appointed times. We're supposed to honor them with love, with faith and truth. So what does that mean? The appointed times aren't gone. They're not at all. They're on pause. And that's hard for a lot of the Torah, quote, Torah movement to see. So when book challenges them, they want to turn a blind eye. The church does this while we chastise the church. We're not there yet. You can't have someone, he says, let the priests serve, the priests, servants of Yahuwah, weep between the porches and the altar, and let them, and say, spare your people, O Yahuwah, and do not give your inheritance to reproach for the Gentiles to rule over them. Why should they say among the people, where is their Aluah? So while we're over here debating topical stuff, we're nowhere close to that. These topics are not covenant returns. You know what they are? They're help me with the words, Yahuwah. Performative practice, performative belief. Well, if I play the part, well, if I do what I think is best. Oh, but when we quick to quote a Deuteronomy verse, but as soon as you see 16 verse 9, Deuteronomy, you are not allowed to slaughter the Passover within your any of your gates, which Yahuwah your Elohim gives you. Verse 6, but at the place where Yahuwah your Elohim chooses to make his name dwell. Oh, but let's do the Passover. What do you do with that? Turn a blind eye. Don't worry about that. It says all generations. That doesn't count. Oh, but church, traditional church, Christmas is not in the book. You're not following the book. You ain't either. So Joel 2, we're not there yet. Is this okay, Myshpaka? I'm just trying to shoot y'all straight. Somebody got to say it, because I don't see nobody talking about it. Like, truth be told, privately, Maryland, all the admins, Sherry, Kendra, Brian, Jay Wise. I just talked about it was Jay Wise. I didn't talk this about with Jacques and a handful of other people. Everybody's waking up. Majority of waking up is topics. Frankie, topics. And we are too prideful to realize it. And honestly, we need to wake up and start humbling ourselves to everything in the book. And for that person, it's like, well, we're supposed to follow the laws, right? How you're contradicting yourself. No, I'm not contradicting myself. You know what I didn't do? I didn't handpick stuff to look at like you were doing. I didn't see all generations, and I saw 16 and picked one and turned a blind eye. You know what I did? I saw that it says all generations. I saw that it says don't do. I saw that the land was involved in it. I saw the temple was involved in it. I saw the altar was involved in it. I saw that the harvest was involved in it. And I know that the land is not here in America. And I also saw that the priests were involved in it. So I asked Yahuwah, what do I do with this? Because it does say all for all generations. Then YAHUSHA says the laws are not done away, not one jot, one tittle. And you know what he showed me? Elon, the laws haven't been done. Look at it closely. And you know what I noticed? It says heaven and earth. We're thinking just earth. We're forgetting about the Shamayim. Heaven and earth, both. Down here below, we subconsciously been separating it. But the book never says that. It doesn't say just earth. It says heaven and earth. So I'm like, wait a minute. So, wait. In the book of Jubilees, this was me. In the book of Jubilees, Yahuwah, doesn't it say that the angels, the messengers, they're doing some type of like observances as well? Bingo. So I dug into it. Yes, the angels have been doing Shabbat since the beginning, since day one of creation. There's one. Then they're not doing the Passover, but there's another one of these appointed times that the angels participate in. And they do other things when you study testaments of witnesses of the 12 ancestors, most commonly known as testaments of the 12 patriarchs. And then it dawned on me. It's like, wait a minute, Yahuwah, you said heaven and earth. YAHUSHA says not one jot tittle, but he says heaven and earth in that statement. Heaven and earth. He said heaven and earth. And right now there's stipulations. So right now we on pause, but you've still been doing movement up there. We never considered it. Bingo. There's your answer. Did that land? How many people saw that? How many people put that together? How many people was like, yo, hold up. What? Why did that land? Because it's sitting right in front of our face the entire time. And you notice what I did not do? I didn't pick one scripture over another scripture. I considered it all. All of us need to start doing that. And this is my plea to all the quote unquote leaders. If I know you personally, I'm begging you to hear this. You're topical. You're distracting people. This is zeal. I love you enough to say it finally. I've been saying it privately in small groups, but honestly, y'all, I can't even hold back no more. Sis, how long I've been saying this? I've been saying this for almost about 2 years. About 2 years, it started to really show. Too many of us are too topical. That's why We the Assembly is focused on 3 things. 3 things only moving forward. Heart, spiritual warfare, covenant return. Everything else, it's interesting. It's worth taking a look at. It's not worth lingering on. It's not I'm not going to give 3 hours of my time trying to figure out why Cain said, "Oh, then they're going to kill me." If, I'm not going to spend 3 hours of my time. Oh, it was a virgin birth. I'm not going to spend 3 hours of my time focusing on a virgin birth, a rapture, a trinity. Waste of time, waste of space. Barak Yahuwah, man, squirrel. Let's get going. Wait. For all the so-called leaders, and yes, I said that. Doesn't mean I don't love you any different. I'm just being honest. Somebody's got to say it. And I'm asking you not to be offended by what I'm saying. You already know the book says to humble ourselves. So if you're a person that truly believes in humbling yourself to scripture, I'm asking you to consider what I'm saying and take it to Yahuwah and then look at the book and see if I'm wrong. I can already tell you, you're not going to be able to do that. The only way you're going to do that is if you hold on to pride. And I just got to be very clear. It don't matter if I have a personal friendship with you. It doesn't change what I feel about you. I still love you. You're still friends of mine. And even if I don't know you and you got a platform and you're speaking partial truth, if you're teaching the Torah and practicing and participating, you're teaching counterfeit performance Torah. You are leading people astray. If you are calling your creator out of nicknames and titles, you are leading people astray. If you're focused on topical things and locking people up with their words on what to say and how to say it, you are leading people astray. You might as well be a stumbling block. And the book says to put a millstone around your neck and jump in the sea. And if I didn't love you enough, I should have said this sooner. Barak Yahuwah. Mimi and Jeremiah. I'm almost there. Meet me there, RB Frankie or Cornbread Tory Square. I just probably lost some friends. It's all good. I'm focused on Yahuwah's lens. Marilyn just was smiling away, y'all. I bet she was waiting. She was waiting for me to say that. What up, Gregory? Shalom. Barak Yahuwah. Jeremiah chapter 3. That's three for cornbread. Hey, Long, you know I speak country white girl. That's why you call me cornbread. You can't be talking like that, so I gotta understand. Oh man. Verse 12, chapter 3. Let's get it. Go and proclaim these words towards the north and say, return. Can I get return in the comments, please? Return in the comments, please. Oh, backsliding Yasharal. Whoa. Them some strong words. Return, oh, backsliding Yasharal, declares Yahuwah. I shall not look on you in displeasure, for I am kind, declares Yahuwah, and I do not bear a grudge forever. Hold up. So Yahuwah just said that, like, right now, I'm upset with y'all. Y'all broke the covenant. We got a problem. I'm kicking you out the land. And we got to go through this. But, hey, if you do these particular things, I'm not going to hold a grudge. Like, all is going to be well. I'm going to forgive you. That's what he just said. Let's see what else he says in 13. I put my pen. Oh, it's sitting in the book. Only acknowledge your wickedness. Whoa. Only acknowledge your wickedness because you have transgressed against Yahuwah, your Eluah, and have scattered your ways to strangers under every tree, every green tree, and you have not obeyed my voice, declares Yahuwah. Did that hit? So he said, I'm not going to hold a grudge. You just got to return. But he added some add-on. What did he say? He said, only acknowledge. He's saying, okay, so that's part of it. You got to acknowledge your wickedness. So you got to acknowledge your wickedness because you have what? You have transgressed against Yahuwah, your Eluah. All of us have. You can't say you haven't. You might be coming into alignment. You may be willing to do alignment, but still, have you transgressed have you acknowledged your wickedness? Have you turned around and said, Yahuwah, I didn't know that I was following the other nations. I didn't know when I was in the traditional church that, doing this and doing that was not your ways. I was deceived. And I'm not going to act like I didn't enjoy taking part in it. I'm asking you to forgive me. It was wicked. And I'm gonna fight diligently to learn your ways, and please show me, because it's so confusing. There's so much information out there. Don't know who to trust. They've tampered with your word, and I trust that you're gonna show me through it. And then when you show me, Yahuwah, show me how to do it the way you want me to do it. I don't want to have scattered your ways to strangers under every green tree. I don't want to listen to everybody under every green tree. And that includes people who say they're waking up or woken up or they chosen or they are watchmen. The watchman, the chosen, even Elon ain't the teacher. The book is. And if I ever catch Elon leaning on his own understanding rather than in this book, and if he ain't willing to humble himself, I'm going to bounce from we the assembly. I said it. And so you should. Can I give me a shotgun, sis? Yeah. Barak Yahuwah. Let's go to verse 21. Hold on. I bet you new Myshpaka like, yo, hold up. Did he just say like if he get caught slipping, not like leading on his understanding, like for them to lead, for us to lead? Now, yeah. The pastor gonna lie to you and be like, oh, we teaching the truth. Pass that offering plate. Put $20 in there because we're trying to expand our children's section. Rock, yo, let's go. Verse 21, we're going through 25. Let's get it. A voice was heard on the bare heights, weeping supplications of the children of Yasharal, because they have perverted their way. They have forgotten Yahuwah, their Eluah. So we have forgotten our way, and we perverted our way, and we have forgotten Yahuwah our Eluah. 22. Return. Here, there you go. He dropped return again. Return. It was said in 14. It was said what? It was said in 12. He said it again. He doubling down. And if you glance at 14, he said it again in 14, and we didn't even hit 14, did we? Did we? No, we didn't. But verse 22. Return, O backsliding children. Oh, he talked about your forefathers. I shall make your backsliding cease. See, we have come to you, for you are Yahuwah our Eluah. Verse 23, truly delusion comes from the high hills, and the noisy throng on the mountains. Truly in Yahuwah our Eluah is the deliverance of Yasharal. Yasharal. Who is the deliverance? Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. Verse 25. Wait, no, 24. For shame has delivered the labor of our fathers from our youth. So since they were born, we're doing it today. We're doing it today. Their flock and their herd, their sons and their daughters. It seems like it's passing down even to the animals. Verse 25, we shall lie down in our what? Can I get shame in the comments, please? While our reproach covers us. For we have what? Sinned. Can I get we have sinned in the comments? We have sinned. That's what Daniel said. We have sinned against Yahuwah, our Eluah. We and our forefathers for our youth, even to this day, and have not obeyed the voice of Yahuwah, your Eluah. It's a we, Myshpaka. We're subconsciously taught how to do an I. No, Elon, I don't really come at him with this. Really, you have it, dear baby Jesus. I promise I won't smoke again. I know I'm doing wrong, dear baby Jesus. I won't do the porns no more, dear baby Jesus. Oh, I did bad. Help me. I'm trying. Me. Is this landing? Is this hitting? Is this connecting? We have sinned. You need to get off you. Hit it again, sis. Hey, there we go. You can add you in there, but you need to toss we in there. We. Barak Yahuwah. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go to Zechariah. Zechariah. Chapter 1. Zechariah chapter 1. Man, we y'all having fun? Man, I think I need to speed it up. We crawling. We started at slide 31. We at 35. Yeah, hold up. Myshpaka, does it seem like we've been on here for 2 hours? Does it seem like we only went? We started at slide 31, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Does it feel like we done 5 slides? No, Myshpaka, I'm asking you too. I'm trying to show you something. Notice we crawl. We don't run. We take our time. We marinate in scripture. We put that mirror up. We try to see the whole thing. And the question is, are you getting value? Barak Yahuwah. Zechariah. Some of y'all beat me there. I'm over here just running my mouth. Make sure I don't go to Zephaniah. Y'all remember when I did that one time? And everybody's like, hold up, where you at, dude? Like, my bad, I was in the wrong chapter. I was wrong book. Zechariah chapter 1, verse 2. Zechariah chapter 1, verse 2. Let's get it. Yahuwah was very wroth with your fathers, and you shall say to them, thus says Yahuwah of hosts, turn back to me. Oh, there you go, that return, declares Yahuwah of hosts, and I shall turn back from you. Back to you, declares Yahuwah of hosts. Verse 4. Do not be like what? Your fathers. Do not be like your fathers, to whom the former prophets proclaimed, saying, thus says Yahuwah of hosts, turn back now from your evil ways and your evil deeds. But they do not obey or give heed to me, declares Yahuwah. Verse 5. Your fathers where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? Ooh, he hitting it hard. But my words, wait, do y'all see that? It says, but my words, what's that next word? And. But my words and my laws. There's a separation there. And my laws, which I what? Commanded my servants, the prophets. Did they not overtake your fathers? Then they turned back and said, as Yahuwah of hosts planned to do to us according to our ways and according to our deeds, so he has done with us. Myshpaka. Okay, as I was reading that, I couldn't help but think about something. And I don't know about y'all. I don't know if y'all were thinking about this too. I'm gonna read this again. Part of it. Let's see. 4. Now, this is going to be a tough pill to swallow. And if you're new, welcome to we.theassembly. We don't sugarcoat here. You got to get out of your emotions because this is much bigger than your emotions. Now, pay attention to what this says, and I want you to think about what I'm about to say. And some of y'all are going to squirm, and some of y'all might tear up, but you got to get out of your emotions. Ready? Do not do like what? Your fathers, to whom the former prophets proclaim, saying, thus said Yahuwah of hosts, turn back now from your ways and your evil deeds. Let's slow down there for a second. He said, do not do like what? Your fathers. Okay. Here it come. Get ready. How many of y'all have grandparents, parents? They taught you Christmas. They taught you Easter. They didn't wake up to the truth. And they're no longer with us. Somebody got triggered. Somebody emotions just hit. Whoa. He says, do not do like them. Don't learn their ways. You got to let it go. Well, do you believe that? Did they wake up? You know that answer. You don't need me to answer that for you. You know what the book says. It is what it is. I'm just trying to make it make sense for you. You got to understand what he's saying. Our grandparents, our parents, the people who are no longer with us, if they didn't wake up to the truth and you are waking up to the truth, you already know what judgment day looks like for them. Let it go. Focus on your walk. You have to rejoice that Yahuwah chose you to see it. Where they didn't have a chance, that's not for you to decide. You don't know that. They had opportunities to open up. They had access to the book just like you, but they didn't have the restored text. So what? I learned from KJV. I started seeing the cracks in the shield just off of hearing Baal and realizing there's only one giant being talked about in the church, but the book was saying multiple civilizations. I started questioning. They didn't question. They learned from their forefathers. They learned from other generations. You were special enough to not be stiff-necked, and Yahuwah said, I'm going to wake you up. But grandma and grandpa, or dad, or mom, or brother, or sister, they were good people. I'm sure they were. You are too. But for some reason, Yahuwah chose you to wake up because you wanted it. Your heart was off at one point. Their heart was off at one point, and they just didn't see it. Did somebody like go, ooh? Stop fooling yourself. Stop trying to talk yourself into things. Let it go. You know the outcome. Let it go. You have to focus on your walk. If you keep sinking yourself in the past with other people have and have not done, and you know the outcome, period. Stop playing around with the ideas. Stop trying to convince yourself of anything differently. Well, I bet you some OGs, I bet y'all like, yo, A-Lord is not letting up today. New Myshpaka, welcome. I'm just being honest with you because you ain't doing it. You want somebody else to hold your hand through it and hug you through it when you actually know. You wouldn't be asking if you didn't know. You got to move on. Can I tell y'all one more thing before we move on? Second Ezra. I forget where it is in the book. But you know what caught my attention? Yahuwah is actually talking about this. And then Ezra stops and he starts to pray and he starts to talk to the future generations. And he's telling us we need to let the past go, because if you keep holding on to the past, that is going to hold you back from the truth. And you're going to fall like everyone else that is going to fall. Barak Yahuwah. That's not selfish. Your creator is telling you to do this. Let's keep it pushing. Wound root remedy application. The wound, media corruption, mockery, weak examples, celebrity worship. The root is covenant breach. That's the problem. The covenant was broken. There was a breach and not hearkening to Yahuwah. The remedy, return, confession, prayer, fasting, mourning, obedience. Application, guard the house, stop feeding corruption, and walk clean. Instead of focusing on what Hollywood is doing, instead of focusing on what these celebrities are doing, instead of focusing on what the government is doing, instead of focusing on these wars and rumors of wars, instead of focusing on possible famines, instead of focusing on AI's ruining the environment, instead of focusing on any of that stuff or anything close to it, Myshpaka, you need to be focusing on what? You need to be focused on, let's do the remedy. Return, confession, prayer, fasting, mourning, obedience. The application, guard your house, stop feeding the corruption, and clean walk. The more you feed into it, the more you're distracted. The more you feed into it, the more you're not seeing these things. And the more you end up murmuring. And he tells you, stop murmuring. If you want to grow faster, turn the blind eye. If there's an award show on, look, I just got through blasting any quote unquote leader in the woke movement, the whatever you want to wake up movement. One of the things that I peeped game when and again, this is no shot at Brother Ron with Truth Unedited. This is just what I noticed. I remember when I was watching the narrative return round or part 1 that he did, I noticed that he was aware of the award shows. And if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, but he had mentioned in that video that he watched a little bit of it, which means he was conscious of the date, he was conscious of the start time, and he was curious enough to watch a little bit what's going on. And when I recognized that, I couldn't help but think, yo, I didn't even know it was even popping off. Like, I mean, I'm realizing the first time they had a award show through his content, because I ain't paying attention to none of that stuff. Are y'all catching what I'm saying? If you're distracted, you know, you're aware. If you're not distracted, you're clueless. You didn't even know what happened. I don't even know what's going on with these wars and rumors of wars. I ain't even paying attention. I don't even care. I might see a little small snippet, but I just zoom right past it. Oh, the Strait of Hormuz. So that's all I get to hear before I'm swiping. I don't watch television. That TV back there, that thing will never come on. It only come on when my son come over. My son already knows. He hook up his Xbox, and that's the only thing that's the only time that thing pop on. Past all that, that thing is off. I don't watch TV. I don't know what's on Netflix. I don't know the newest shows. I'm clueless to it. I don't. Marilyn, Frankie, they were at my crib under this roof for what? 5 days. They ain't never, none of them can say they saw TV go on. I bet they'll tell you Elon would be laying right over there, 2 laptops, one over here working on scripture study, one over here working on music. Hit it again, sis. I was straight up locked in with Yahuwah, trying to serve him, trying to prepare scripture studies, trying to make music for the community for you to enjoy. I'm always doing that all day long until I go to sleep. I don't know what's going on out in the world. When I started realizing he said, "Come out of her, my people," I started to take that serious. I could care less what's popping off. And if someone is aware of what's actually happening in the world, you are distracted. If you're sharing it, you're helping distract people. You're not helping. You are the problem, part of the problem. You are not the problem. You are part of the problem. You can't turn around and want people to wake up, but you keep pointing them towards it's going to be an oil shortage. You can't want people to wake up and you keep sharing that, oh, this happened in politics. You want them to see Yahuwah, but you keep looking at everything else. How you expect them to see Yahuwah if you locked into that stuff? Was that okay to say? Sis, I don't know. It's just coming out. I can't slow myself down today for some reason. It's just like I know I'm coming hard. I'm just saying. But I hope it's okay. But I don't apologize. Barak Yahuwah, let's go. Fruit test and exile response. Now the message, the mouth, and the method are tested. Let's get it. Test the fruit, not the man. The message, the method, the outcome. Okay, so what are we saying? Again, this was inspired by Truth Unedited's series that said narrative change. We're not, look, I know what I just said, but I wasn't just talking about what I noticed about him. I'm talking about some of y'all had enough guts to put mirror up. So I saw some of y'all say, guilty, I'm guilty. So this ain't about one man. This is about our method. This is about our message. This is about the message that he had. And this is how we handle things. And we are examining the book against it. We're trying to see if it lines up. And so far, it seems like it's not. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 7. Matthew chapter 7. Meet me there or be Frankie or Cornbread, Tory Square. Aki, you still mad at me? I'm not mad at you. Stop lying. Spirit of falsehood. Frankie Marilyn grinning. She not full-fledged laughing, but she got a smile on her face. I'm just saying, Frank. If I could cause a little bit of strife in your household, well, maybe that's Ruach. So let me stop. Barak Yahuwah. It's all jokes. It's all good. I got to give Frankie whenever I'm able to. He know I love him. That's my dog. Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Let's get it. But beware of false prophets, who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are savage wolves. Woo! 16. But by their fruits you shall know them. Are grapes gathered from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? 17. So every good tree yields good fruit, but a rotten tree yields wicked fruit. A good tree is unable to yield wicked fruit, and a rotten tree to yield good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So then, by their fruits, can I get fruits in the comments, please? You shall know them. Myshpaka. Now, by all means, that's not in this study to say anyone who's aligned with that has bad fruits. There's so many different versions of this, right? We can clearly say the traditional church, that lines up. That lines up. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that. You got these regular pastors in each traditional church teaching other nations' ways, ignoring book way more than what anybody else is waking up. They might as well go throw them. They might as well jump right into that whole set of scriptures we just read. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Then you got your Torah movement. They ignore the name. They can care less about the name. Oh, it's okay. He got many names. And they skip over the verses where he says he don't share his name. That they don't see that. And when you tell them, they try to debunk book with book. Or they don't see in Ezekiel where he says they were blaspheming the name. They don't consider his feelings. That's pride. They don't consider what hit it against this. They don't consider what Isaiah turned around and said that they profane in the name. They don't consider that. Y'all putting fruits in the comments. Barak Yahuwah. Yeah, this Myshpaka is lit. They don't consider Jeremiah where it says forgot the name. They don't consider Hosea where he says, yo, I'm gonna take the names of Baal. I'm gonna take the names of Baal out your mouth in the future. You no longer gonna call me Baal, is what he said. He said, if you call me Baal, they names will no longer be remembered.
Four-letter name of a chief Canaanite god means Lord. David, what is Baal? Yes, B-A-A-L.
Dear Lord, deliver us, Lord. Dear Baal. They don't see that. They want to debunk book with book, calling out his name. On top of that, you throw in the fact that you got the ones with the white people, got the boots on the neck type people. Kiss my feet, Hebrew Israelites. By their fruits, you should know them. They might as well jump right into that set of scriptures. And then you got the ones that see these things. They calling on Yahuwah. They're calling on Yahuwah. But the majority is over here saying, "Go, dude, you gotta do the appointed times." Missing the fine print. The fine print, they don't see it. They falling right. Still, the second layer of lies. And then when you show up, what? They get uncomfortable. Now, those I want to give a little bit of love, like Brother Ron. I do believe that man has a lot of value for Yahuwah. But I'm not going to sugarcoat. If anybody is not humbling themselves to the fine print and seeing what the full commands say, that includes myself, we might as well jump into Matthew chapter 7, verse 15 through 20, and stop acting like we can't be savage wolves, even if we're not trying to be. Was that okay to say? Can I get a Barak Yahuwah? Matthew chapter 12. Let's get it. 12. Meet me there or be Frankie or Cornbread, Torres Square. Is Cornbread in here? I don't see Cornbread. I know I saw Jacques say he had some work to do. Cornbread, where you at, sis? Verse 33 is what we start. 33. I'm almost there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's get it. Either make the tree good and its fruits good, or else make the tree rotten and its fruits rotten. For the tree is known by its fruits. Brood the adders. Is that? That's what I have in my book. I'm clueless to what that means, but we're gonna keep going. How are you able to speak what is good, being wicked? Ooh. For the mouth speaks from the flow of the what? Can I get heart in the comments, please? That's 34. It speaks from the heart. Tori said, almost called. What'd she say? I got a glance. I looked up for a second. Almost called me by my government name. That's what we doing. That's what we doing, cornbread. 35. The good man brings forth what is good from the good treasures of his what? Can I get heart? Again in the comments, please. And the wicked man brings forth what is wicked from the wicked treasure. From the wicked treasure. Ooh, man, I don't want to know what's in my head right now. I can't even say it. Admins. Y'all know what I've been talking about lately? Think about the treasure. The admins, y'all should be putting it together. Marilyn, are you picking up what I'm putting down, sis? Are you picking up? I ain't gonna say this one out loud. I'm gonna keep this between me and the admins, Myshpaka. And I say to you that for every idle word men speak, they shall give account of it in the day of what? Can I get judgment in the comments, please? The day of judgment. 37. For by your fruits you shall be declared righteous, and by your words you shall be declared what? Unrighteous. Woo-wee. So we got to stop acting like we right all the time. Like, yo, on the real, Myshpaka, like it's documented on this page and on Facebook, on YouTube. I have not taken it down. I participated in Passover, about 2 years ago? I didn't know. I was coming into the understanding until I started, and I was starting to understand the land by that time frame, but I actually still participated. I did it in front of everybody. I encouraged people to do it. People did it alongside me during that time frame. But then when I saw that, like, oh, wait a minute, we're not supposed to do it? Ooh, hold up. YAHUAH, what am I supposed to do with this? Ouch. I felt some type of way, but I took it to him. And it was almost like he was saying, yo, it's cool. I knew your heart was going to see it. I needed you to see it, participate in it, get that understanding. Then I was going to hurt your feelings and see if you were going to humble yourself. See if you're going to hit it again, sis. See if you're going to correct yourself. See if you're going to stay in alignment. See if your words are going to, because if you teaching people, Elon, you saying do the Passover, do the Passover, but then when you see in Jubilees 49, it says don't do it. And then when Deuteronomy 16 says don't do it. Elon, are you just gonna sit there and freeze, or are you just gonna ask me why? Why? That's what I asked. Why? Wait, YAHUAH, wait. I thought we were supposed to do it for all generations. I'm confused here. We're like, how does this work? You say all generations, but then you say, don't do it right here. What am I supposed to do with that? Then he started to show me. Because it's not where I want it. It's being done wrong. There's a breach of contract. That the contract, read the contract. Read the contract. YAHUAH. Hold up. Song break? Can we do it? Can we do a song break? Is that cool? Myshpaka, song break? Oh man, let's do it. Is that cool? Is that music break? I bet. Let's get it.
Somebody opened the promise page, but never read the terms. You said covenant, then skip the clauses. This ain't opinion. This is the record. We the assembly.
Read the contract.
Read the contract.
Read the contract. Don't just chase barra. Terms right there. Coming right after you.
You said covenant, but skip correction. Now the
Page on fire, cause the books start checking. Read the contract. Don't just quote the claim. Witnesses heard it. YAHUAH
wrote his name.
You want favor, but refuse inspection. Now the page on fire, cause the books start checking.
We the assembly. Y'all ready?
Let's go!
Moses didn't hide it, he read it out loud. Whole house heard it, whole camp vowed. All that he spoke, we will do and obey. That was the answer on covenant day. You can't sign yes, then act brand new. When the terms come back and start reading you. Promises feel good when the chorus get loud, but the fine print speaks when pride bow down. You love chosen people, you love Kodesh nation, but skip the witness that requires separation. You want the fruit, but refuse the root. Want the title clean, but won't wear the suit. That's not contract, that's just negotiation. Trying to edit the king with imagination. Hold up, assembly.
YAHUAH, what's in your contract?
And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people. And they said, all that YAHUAH have said will we do, and be obedient. Exodus 24, verse 7.
Read the contract. Don't just chase terms right there. Coming right after you.
You said covenant, but skip correction. Now the
Page on fire, cause the books start checking.
Deuteronomy 28 ain't a slogan in gold fringes on a purple shirt. It got rise in the text. it got fall in the dirt. If you hear his voice and God what he gave, come near and walk in your way. But if you turn aside and won't obey the sound, the same chapter flips and the roof come down. Don't crop out the warning to sell people hope. Don't preach only honey when the scroll got smoke. Heaven and earth called into the room with this stand fool. No place to assume. Life and death set in front of the nation. Baraka and curse both in the statement. So choose life that you see may live, not vibes only, not what feelings give.
Don't move the terms cause the terms feel tight. Don't call it dark when the contract bring light. Don't blame the teacher when the page got proof. Don't call it hate when the word tell truth. You cannot invent the coordinates. Read it real slow, stop forcing the ordinance. When the book say wait in Yerushalayim. Don't move the pen just to fit your scene. Hold up assembly. YAHUAH, what's in your contract?
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you that I have set before you. Life and death.
Baraka and curse.
Therefore, choose life that both thou and thy seed may live. Deuteronomy 30, verse 19. Church did it first with a holiday smile. Changed up the order, then called it style. Camps to a tool with a louder correction. Found a bloodline, then skip reflection. Same old YAHUAH, different suit in the room. Read the fine print assembly. Fact check, boom. Different words now, but the same perfume. If the book correct, it's like corruption land. Put your mouth in the dust, take your pride out your hand. YAHUSHA didn't erase what the Father declared. He exposed the traditions that left hearts impaired. Matthew 15 still cuts through the noise. Commandments of men still making the choice. So read the contract before you claim the right. Whole book counsel, not a crop highlight. The pages, a witness, the case ain't weak. When the book start checking, let the humble speak.
We the assembly.
You know what to do.
If the turns hit hard,
Drop, bara, YAHUAH.
if the page just check pride,
Cite, fact, check me.
if you want the whole book, say
Let's blow.
if the contract still speaks,
Say that's book.
we the assembly.
We don't run from the text. Mercy, still calling.
But pride get checked. Read the contract. Don't just chase baraka. Terms right there. Coming right after you.
You said covenant.
But skip correction.
Now the
Page on fire cause the books start checking. Wait! Read the contract. Don't just quote the claim. Witnesses heard it.
YAHUAH wrote his name.
You want favor but refuse inspection.
Now the
Page on fire cause the books start checking. We're not trying to sink you. We're trying to wake you up.
the contract was never hidden.
The page was always open.
Read it slow.
Sit uncomfortable.
Let mercy
Correct the wrong. Read the contract.
Hawkins, you wrong. I saw y'all. I shouldn't have told y'all that day when I played the song and I had to go run to the bathroom and pee real bad. Y'all don't let stuff go. Why y'all bringing up old stuff? Can I get some poop emojis in the comments, please? This community is so lit. Where we at, y'all? I forgot where I was. I think I read all of it, right? Barack Yahuwah. Did I miss something? Yeah. Oh, wait. We at yeah, we did. Moving on. Let's go to James 1, Myshpaka. James chapter 1. Barack Yahuwah, meet me there or be Frankie in Combre Torrey Square. Y'all, so Tori and Jacques, they're a couple. They're very much loved Myshpaka within our community. And if you knew, I'd be botching the words up, right? Of everything, like scripture, people's names. I'm horrible at names. I see your name or your handle and I get nervous and I'll panic and I'll just find the easiest thing. So, and sometimes I glance at this is for the new Myshpaka. The OGs, you know this about me already. So like with Tori and Jacques, when they first started coming in the community, I didn't really pay attention to their last names. I didn't see Phelps. My mind just automatically said Phillips. So I would call them Phillips for like the longest. And they ain't say nothing. And the community knew it, but nobody was saying nothing. Then finally it kind of came out. And I was like, I think one of the admins was like, hey, Lord, just to give you a heads up, Tori and Jacques, you know their last name is Phelps, right? Not Phillips. And I'm like, for real? I had to look, I'm like, oh. I do that all the time. Rocky. Oh man, it's good. It's so fun. All right, James chapter 1, verse 19. 19 and 20. Let's get it. So wait. Okay, I'll just make sure I'm in the right spot because I don't want Frankie to be joning me. See, you, Aki, you're in the rereading in the wrong place again. And don't blame the fan. I could totally hear him. So then, my beloved brothers, let every man be swift to what? Put here in the comments, please. And if you're Sherry, you'd be Sherry, or Kendra, you put her. Put here in the comments, please. Love you, sis. Let every man be swift to her. Slow to what? Put speak in the comments, please. And slow to what? Wrath in the comments, please. Here, speak wrath. Here, speak wrath. Verse 20. For wrath of a man does not work righteousness of YAHUAH. Okay, all right. Now, Myshpaka, I just got to be honest with you. How many of y'all saw the covenant return content from Brother Ron, Truth Unedited? Now, again, I'm not coming at him, but I am examining the message, and when I see something, again, I want to go on record with saying he brings value to the people waking. But how many people have seen it? Okay. I see some people say I did. Okay. All right. Me. What up, Sherry Dips? Shalom. Sharonda. Reach out to Tori Phillips. I'm just joking. Reach out to Tori Phelps. We had a small little conversation about you. It wasn't that bad. I mean, Tori like, hold up. It wasn't me and Tori, it was me and Jacques. Just saying. It's a good thing, sis. Not a bad thing. Don't be like, wait, hold up. Just thought I said to tell you. That's all. All right, anyways, moving forward. She said, okay. All right. Great. We love you, sis. All right, but okay, so if you saw it, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm making this up. In the very beginning, did Brother Ron say he was annoyed, frustrated, bothered? Was he using words like that right at the beginning of the part 1? Tell me I'm wrong. Did he not say that? Those words were coming out of his mouth. And that's the first thing that caught my attention. That was the first thing. Because one of the things that we learned in this community, what is Ruach and what is not Ruach? That was the first thing that my alert started going off. And it was like Yahuwah was saying, pay attention, Elon. Do you see it? And I was like, yo, he's already saying with love, when creating that content, he was not in Ruach. I'm just being honest. Because if you turn around and you're saying you're angry, does the Ruach HaKodesh, most commonly known as the Holy Spirit, does it operate in anger? Does it operate in frustration? Or does it operate in love? Does it operate in patience? Does it operate in kindness, mercy, forgiveness? That caught my attention. So if we're angry, Myshpaka, you got to examine the fruits of everybody. That includes me. You might see me getting passionate, but I think you could see that I truly, truly care enough to just shoot it straight, not sugarcoat it. We hug at each other so much that we're so afraid to hurt someone's feelings. I'm not afraid to hurt someone's feelings if I'm only trying to get the attention. And right now, it's not about Brother Ron. It's about you who's watching now, and it's about you who may be watching on replay. If Brother Ron ever comes across this content, cool. Hopefully he's seeing like, I see where I'm coming from. If it's not this content, then maybe it's something else that gets his attention. But it's not just him. It's all over the internet. This ain't just about him. I used to be this way. I used to get mad when I saw things and I didn't realize it. You can be right on a subject, but be wrong in Ruach. Was that okay to say? Was that fair to say? If we're not afraid to sit uncomfortable in the book and examine our own fruits, I have to call myself out at that. I've been there. But Yahuwah showed me, don't be mad. One of the reasons why we cannot get mad is because when I realize it's Yahuwah, he's giving them the go-ahead. He said, they get the head, we get the tail. He says, they're going to be in charge because your ancestors broke the covenant. This is how it's going to go. So when I started seeing that, and I'm seeing like, wait a minute, Yahuwah, I know by our human eyes, it looks as if there are people making the decisions and the movements, but you called this out in the book. I have to start seeing like, yo, Yahuwah, you came through. You said you were going to do something a certain way and you doing it in real time. You saying, don't murmur, and we're murmuring. You said that we were going to experience this. You didn't hide it. So when I started realizing that, okay, they get the head, we get the tail. But you know what else I noticed? He also said, if you stay in alignment with these ways, since y'all broke the covenant and you wouldn't do my laws the proper way, I wonder if you're going to see my other laws. Prayer, fasting, weeping, mourning, coming to me, humbling yourself, repenting we have sinned, then I'm going to protect you. That's what he said. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to take care of you. You're going to find increase. Think about that. Think about it like this. As a covenant, a promise as a whole nation, they broke it. He was saying to them, simply put, if y'all follow exactly how I want and do it the way I ask you to do it, all of you will be protected as a whole. All of you will be in good light with me, in good standing. We'll be fine. You're gonna enjoy life. You're gonna have a long life. That's what he's saying. But then he turns around and says, if you break the covenant, this is what's going to happen to all of you. But then, throughout the covenant being broken, already done, there's no coming back from it, we never picked up. He goes from a collective to individual walks. Since y'all can't do it as a whole, then I'm going to talk to you through scripture as individuals. If you believe me and you do these simple little things, then you'll get to experience that on your individual level. If you stay out of alignment, then you're going to experience all the covenant stuff. That's all you're going to see. But if you stay in alignment with me, then I'm going to protect your home. I'm going to protect your health. I'm going to heal you. I'm going to make sure that your life is good. And then when you die, you're going to look back and you're going to realize you had increase, not decrease. And then on Judgment Day, you're going to know what you get. You're going to know that all is well. You're going to be able to look forward to new Jerusalem, who the world calls Jerusalem. That's exactly what he's saying. Did that hit? Did anybody look at it like that? Barak Yahuwah. Let's go to verse 38. Where I put my pen? It's not my. Where I put my pen? Oh, there it is. Should I rip my page? All right. My bad. 26. Frankie, leave me alone. Oh, my book. The fan moved it to Hebrews, Frankie. I almost got caught slipping. Nope, you don't get one on that one. 26. If anyone among you thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives what? His own heart, this one's religion is worthless. Traditional church, they might as well jump in that verse. Everybody we talked about earlier. Now, I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about the type of people, the things that they're teaching, things that they're saying. May as well jump into the verse. Look, Myshpaka, I don't know everything in this book. I don't. I will never pretend that I do. I'm learning just as much as you are. So I can get things wrong. The question is, are you willing to come back and say, I didn't know that was in the book. I didn't understand that before, but I understand that now. I know what's expected of me. I thought I had it right. I need to make the adjustment, and I need to not be afraid to do it, right? That's who you want to listen to, Myshpaka. That's how you want to be. Anybody outside that, if you're watching them and you go, yo, hold up, but the book do say that, but you don't teach that. The book do say that, but you ain't saying that. And when it's brought to your attention, you turn a la fruits. They might as well jump right into that verse. YAHUAH. Let's go to chapter 3. Chapter 3, Tori, that simply put, that's three, Tori. When I say tree, I'm not talking about like green leaves and bark. Tree, the number 3, like 1, 2, 3, like uno, dos. Tell them, Frankie, tres. Verse 5. So to the tongue is a little member, yet boasts greatly. See how a little fire kindles a great forest. Your tongue can burn down forest. Verse 6. And the tongue is a fire, the world of unrighteousness. Like the forest among our members, the tongue is placed in one defiling the entire body. And lighting on fire the course of generations, rolling from the beginning and to end, in the end is lit on fire itself. Whoa, hold up, Myshpaka. Oh, there's so much meat in those 2 verses. On individual levels, your tongue can burn down a fire. Your tongue can ruin someone's life. Liar, liar, pants on fire. When you lie, you can hurt somebody, right? Okay. But when you're teaching wrong, you're leading people into that fire. Listen to what this part right here. And lighting on fire the course of what? Generations. Traditional church. We just got through talking about people, loved ones that are no longer with us, right? Am I right? Who was there? It wasn't too long ago. Okay, so wait. So lighting on fire the course of generations. That means whomever our loved ones who are no longer here, that never got a chance to really see the truth. They were so locked into those tongues of fire, this burning down forest. This applies. And lighting on fire the course of generations. Rolling from the beginning and in the end is lit on fire itself. So the ones that are loved ones who no longer here, that no longer saw the truth, that we know their judgment. Let's not play around with this. Stop acting like you don't know. Stop acting like, well, what if? No, you know what? I'll go ahead and say it. They're going to be in Sheol. Yes. And on Judgment Day, they lose. If you just want a direct answer, I'll give it to you, but you already know it. And I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying this so you could just go ahead and digest it, bring it to your creator, and focus on moving on and focus on what do you need to do. You can't dwell on it. Now, let's go to the tongues on fire that brought them there. He's talking about them. But wait a minute. We're still passing it along. It goes from generation to generation, right? He's holding everyone accountable. Whew. Man, I know that's a tough one. I'm saying this all with love. Let's skip to 13. Remember, Myshpaka, it is your responsibility to study the entire chapter. 13. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let him show by what? His good behavior, his works in what? Meekness of wisdom. Is this person you're listening to, are they too prideful to ignore book? Are they humble to make adjustments? Are they squirming just as much as you are? Meekness means humble. So if they're not, then they're not wise. You keep reading, you keep studying this book, it says that they're foolish. And the book says you should not listen to foolish people. Just read what the book say. It's in the book. Barak YAHUAH. Let's keep going. But if you have bitter jealousy and self-seeking in your heart, self-seeking in your heart, do not boast against and lie against what? The truth. Ooh. We're not supposed to do appointed times. We're not in the land. There's no temple. There's no altar. We're not in the land. You can't yell out Deuteronomy 28, black folk, black folk, black folk, yelling out Africa and slave trades and not realize we're not in the land where his name dwells. That's true. My book says, but if you have bitter jealousy and what? Self-seeking in your heart, do not boast against and lie against the truth. So wait, in this book, we find out what? The spirit of lying, which is the spirit of falsehood. This is witnesses of the 12 ancestors, most commonly known as the testaments of the 12 patriarchs. The spirit of lying works with what? The spirit of anger. The spirit of lying works with the spirit of anger. They're a team. They're a partner. They hang out together. Every time you see lying, anger's there. If you see anger, lying's there. There's your lie detector right there. There's your lie detector. If somebody getting mad and there's a debate on something, there's a lie somewhere in there. Let's test those fruits. Okay. Well, oh, it's supposed to be moon cycle. It's supposed to be moon cycle. Well, Jubilee says that the moon cycle, anybody who follows the moon cycle is going to be 10 days too soon. Jubilees also says that the calendar is going to be screwed up and nobody's going to know the calendar. Jubilees also says that the angels was doing the Shabbat since day one of creation. The moon itself was created on day 4. So if you're following the moon and you're arguing and debating it, you're lying against the truth. And normally when you see the calendar, people, they for sure, oh, it's the lunar. Oh, it's the solar. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. What happens? What else do you see? Somebody's angry in the comments. If it ain't them, it's the people they're trying to talk to. Tell me I'm wrong. Am I lying? Am I lying against the truth, or are they lying against the truth? I'm just saying. Miranda, that's book. That's book. Well, It's sitting right in front of you. The fruits. The book says, by their fruits, you should know them. The fruits, ding-lang. Hit it again, sis. All right, YAHUAH, let's keep going. This is not wisdom coming down from above, but it is earthly, unspiritual. Ooh, what's this last word? Mine says demonic. What does yours say? Ooh, does it say devilish or demonic? Mine says demonic. What? So if a person is lying against the truth, yo, did that not land? Did we not just connect spiritual warfare? Did we not just connect the spirit of falsehood and the spirit of anger and then read the next verse and it says that it's demonic? Somebody squirming. It's getting hot up in here. Let's keep going. 16. For where jealousy and self-seeking are, which is pride, there is what? Confusion and every foul deed. What? Hold up. Oh, hit it again, sis. For where jealousy and self-seeking, pride, there is confusion and every foul deed. So wait a minute. It adds up. It adds up. How many of y'all were like, can somebody please explain to me the calendar? You genuinely want to know. And then you got these people like, oh, it's moon cycle. These are, it's lunar. It's solar. And this is how you know. You got to go in Exodus, and here's 2 or 3 verses. And then you got to go to Leviticus. Hold on, wait. It's a formula. Then Numbers says this, and don't forget about Genesis. Genesis says this. And then if you go to the book of Enoch, it says this. And then when you go to Jubilees, now when you put that all together, and then now take a look at this history chart here that I found on the internet. Then this right here, now you know it's solar lunar. And then you're like, oh, wait, hold up. What? Hold up. Wait, slow down. Back up. What verse? Hold up. Okay. You said go to Exodus, Leviticus. Okay. Okay. Why am I still confused? Tell me I'm wrong. Am I wrong or am I right? It's like, hold up, wait. Why it seem like you put together like it's a whole puzzle? It's not just that simple. Oh, but when you turn around and you just, let me show you how simple YAHUAH is. See, all these people you see, they got to put together a big old formula to understanding. That's fruits. As soon as they got you bouncing around a book to put a pattern together so you can see a connections for a full understanding, yo, that means they what? They self-seeking, they have pride, and there is confusion and every foul deed. Let's go up to 15. This is not the wisdom coming down from above, but it is earthly, unspiritual, and what? Demonic. So wait, hold on. Jubilees. Okay, so y'all seen, I see y'all saying right. So y'all seen people do that, right? And they so sure. Okay, all right. Jubilees chapter 6. And you shall command the children of Yasharal that they observe the years according to this reckoning, 364 days, and these shall constitute a complete year, and they shall not disturb its time from its days and from its festivals, for all shall fall out in them according to their witness, and they shall not leave out any day nor disturb any festivals. 33. But if they neglect, so wait a minute. So if they neglect, and they did, that happened already. They ain't no, we not waiting for that. It already happened. If they neglect and do not observe them according to his command, then they shall disturb all their seasons, and the years shall be dislodged from disorder, and they shall neglect their laws. So it's a double whammy. Once you mess that up, the laws are screwed up too. 34. And all the children of Yasharal shall what? Shall forget, and shall not find the path of years, and shall forget the new moons and seasons and Shabbats, and they shall go astray as to all the orders of the years. So our Creator just said, yo, when they neglect it, everything's going to be thrown off, and they are not going to figure it out. It's going to be completely gone. They're going to be lost. They're not going to do the laws right. Everything's going to be botched up and screwed up. So the question is, how these people that say they got the calendar right, how did they get the pass from our Creator? Like, how did they get past book? Like, am I asking that question right? Sis, am I asking that question right? I can't, wait a minute. So our Creator pretty much said it's going to be, we're going to be looking for the understanding like Boo Boo the Fool. And somehow some of the people, they like weird science with all the understanding, and they got it. They figured it out. They cracked the code. They cracked the matrix. Okay, wait. 35. For I know, and from this time on, I shall declare it to you. And it shall not be, it shall not, and it is not of my own devising, for the book is written before me. And on the tablets of the Shemaim, that's heaven, the divisions of the days is ordained, locked down, lest they forget the festivals of the covenant and walk according to the festivals of the Gentiles after their straying. Christmas, Easter, we can keep going. And after their what? Ignorance. 36. For there shall be those who shall assuredly make observations of the what? The moon. Now it disturbs the seasons and comes in from year to year 10 days too soon. For the reason the years shall come upon them when they shall disturb the order and make an abominable day the day of witness. So they're going to be like, this is a holy day. This is a day we're supposed to do. And then Yahuwah's like, yo, that is not a holy day. It's actually an abominable day. And you are doing is wrong. I told y'all not to do the moon. You over here doing the moon cycle. And then you teaching people the moon cycle. Ooh, I bet there's somebody thinking about a particular person in mind right now. A particular sis, I see you smiling. I see. We ain't gonna name names. We're not gonna name names of people who teach in the moon cycle. If y'all just see Marilyn's face right now, Marilyn like this. She like, ooh, ooh. Hold up. There's more. We ain't done. Ooh. For the reason the years shall come upon them. What? No. Did I read that part? Okay. Okay. And an unclean day, a feast day, and they shall confuse all the days. The Kodesh, that means holy, the holy, with the clean. So they're going to mix it up. And they're going to point people towards the wrong ways without realizing they're doing it. And the unclean day with the holy day, a Kodesh day, for they shall go astray as to the months and Shabbats and festivals and jubilees. For this reason, I command and witness to you that you may witness to them. For after your death, your children shall confuse them. Wait. Didn't the book of James say, for where jealousy and self-seeking are, that's pride, there is confusion and what? every foul deed. Confusion. Let's keep going. Let's go back over here real quick. All right, so confuse them, so they shall not make the year 364 days only, and for this reason they shall go astray as to the new moons and the seasons and Shabbats and festivals, and they shall eat all kinds of blood with all kinds of flesh. Sis, your timing is rock solid, sis. Man, what? Man, I wish I could call some stuff out, man, but it is. If you promote what you think is the truth about the moon cycle, you could be misleading people if you're promoting what you think is the truth. Sis, that Mel is like, oh, sis, I can't hold back today. I don't know what it is. I can't hold back. I'm doing my best. Oh man, Barack Yahuwah. Oh man. Oh wait, I got another one. No, I ain't gonna do it. Let's go. We did 18. We did James. Oh man, I forgot my spot. I'm so lost in the sauce right now. That was 17. But the wise from above is first clean, then peaceable, gentle, ready to obey, filled with compassion and good fruits, without partiality and without what? Hypocrisy. And the fruit of righteousness is shown in peace by those who make peace. Woo-wee. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs 6. Meet me there, or be Frankie / cornbread Torres Square. You're on Proverbs chapter 6. Meet me there. Let me know in the comments when you are there. Are we having fun? Is you getting values? That's how Tori be talking. Is it Myshpaka? It's prep day. that's how Tori be saying. Myshpaka, it's prep day. I ain't gonna do it. All right, 6. We'll start at 16. All right, let's get it. I see you laughing, Sherry. 16, let's get it. These 6 Yahuwah hates. Okay, so Yahuwah hates 6 things. Let's see what this 6 is. And the 7th are an abomination to him. So there's 7 things. There's 6 things he hates, and the 7th is like an abomination. So it's next level. So let's see what this list is about. A proud look. So he hates a proud look. So for all the people that's online, shaking that peach bottom and all the other stuff, that males too, stop acting. A proud look. He hates a lying tongue. Man, Yahuwah, I feel you on that too, man. A lying tongue. Myshpaka, don't let nobody deceive you. There's no such thing as a little white lie. Like Yahuwah, he just got through talking about partiality. Don't think that lie ain't that big of a deal. It's Yahuwah. What? Okay, you looking it through a man's lens. Yahuwah's like, yo, a lie's a lie. A lie's a lie. I see you and I hate it. I hate it. Trying to use a gray area so you can do this and that and the other. Liar, pants on fire. All right, what else? And hands shedding innocent blood. Ooh. Man. Yahuwah, should I? Could I? No. No, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. Ooh, something hit my ruach so heavy. Nah, passing that one up. Let's keep going. Passing that one up. A heart devising wicked schemes. Ooh. I so relate. Secret counsel behind closed doors. Music break. Y'all cool? Can I do it? Music break. Let me mark my spot. We at Proverbs chapter 6, verse 18. Music break. Can I? Marilyn, you cool with music break? Music break. Everybody, y'all let me. Can we do it? Yes. Sherry says yes. Okay. Y'all remember that last one. A heart devising wicked schemes. Remember that. Music break. Wait, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Right, y'all. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Ah, here we go.
You ain't gotta out scheme the schemers. You ain't gotta idle talk the liars. Take it to YAHUAH. Let the crooked counsel choke on itself.
Not my rage, not my hand, not my pride, not my plan.
We the assembly.
Let them fall by their own counsel. Let the crooked table turn. Let the net they hid in secret be the place their falsehood burn. Let them fall by their own counsel. Let their whispers lose the ground. YAHUAH, see the hidden plotting. He can turn the whole thing round.
They smile with velvet, scheme and smoke. Soft with the lips, but the end were broke. No faith in the mouth, just a pilot's plea. Open grave talk underneath the tea. I seen how crooked counsel dress up clean. White glove lie with a practice sheen. One hand wave, one hand hide the blade. One eye public, one snare backstage. But I ain't built to rent that tone. I won't let their darkness frame my bones. I take it up where the morning here. Direct my prayer, then look up clear. Cause you hate the seat, you hate that blood. You judge what's buried beneath the mud. If what they built rebelled on you, then let it cave by what they do.
Psalms chapter 5, verses 8 through 12.
Lead me, O YAHUAH, in thy righteousness because of mine enemies.
For there is no faithfulness in their mouth.
Destroy thou them, O YAHUAH.
Let them fall by their own counsels.
Let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice.
With favor wilt thou compass him as with a shield. They hold that meeting in the hidden room. Bitter words aim like a bow and gloom. Private snares with the public grin. Whole plot stitch from a studied sin. Who gon' see? That's how the proud men talk. To YAHUAH light hit every chalk. Till the same tongue sharpened for the kill. Fold on itself by the judge's will. They searched out faults with a patient hand. Thinking the poor wouldn't understand. Digging the pit with a careful pace. Riding the lie with a borrowed face. But you preserve from the fear of man. You shoot one arrow and expose the plan. When secret counsel start to crack, all flesh go still and step right back. Psalms chapter 64, verses 2 through 8.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
They whet their tongue like a sword.
They commune of laying snares privily.
But YAHUAH shall shoot at them with an arrow.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. Not my rage, not my hand, not my pride, not my plan. You see deep, you see through. Turn it back if it ain't true. No revenge, no fake peace, just your judgment over hidden speech.
So guard my mouth and keep me clean.
Don't let me eat with the crooked scheme. Don't let me sit at the poison table or borrow that tone just cause I'm able. Leave me not to their counsels. From proud looks down, break hardy law. If I speak, let it come my way. Season short and rightly placed, cause vengeance ain't me rehearsing hurt. It's you returning the hidden word. Throne of mischief can't sit with you. No lie made lost, stay righteous through. You bring iniquity back in sight. Cut it off in its own dark night. So let the wicked fall in what they spread, while mercy still cover my lifted head. And if the neck got my name in thread, let it tear with their own hand led.
Fall by their own counsel.
If the book taught you not to mirror the snare, say it.
YAHUAH,
If you're learning to let crooked counsel cave on itself, say it.
we the assembly,
We pray it up.
and let Yah judge it down.
Sirach chapter 23, verse 1.
Oh, YAHUAH,
Father and governor of all my whole life, lead me not to their counsel.
and let me not fall by them.
Psalms chapter 94.
Verses 22 through 23.
The YAHUAH is my defense,
He shall bring upon them,
their own iniquity.
yeah, the YAHUAH, hallelujah, shall cut them off. Let them fall by their own counsel. Let the crooked table turn. Let the net they hid in secret be the place their falsehood burn. Let them fall by their own counsel. Let their whispers lose the ground. YAHUAH, see the hidden plotting. He can turn the whole thing round. Crooked counsel don't stand.
Not when,
YAHUAH,
judge it.
not when truth outlived the plot.
We the assembly.
Put her back, sis. Put her back. Ran to the toilet. Toilet paper, poop emoji. Really? That's what we doing? That I've been sitting here the whole time, Hawkins. Didn't I tell y'all she could be a troublemaker? We love you anyway, sis. It's all good. She funny. You funny. You funny. You too, Soto. I don't know what Frankie said. I saw some of y'all doing laugh emoji with Frankie. He did something cray. YAHUAH. That's my dog. Let's go. Oh, wrong one. Oops, wrong one. Oh, wrong slide. We not there no more. We here. Bang. All right, let's read that again. The heart devising wicked schemes, feet quick to run to evil. Ooh-wee. You know how many people, hold on. You know, look, what we don't consider evil, YAHUAH, like and it's really what we consider good and we think is evil, YAHUAH is like, yo, y'all get what I'm saying. Okay, small example, really relatable. Tony, Tony, I thought you had my back. How you gonna say you asked for it? I see you, Tony. Christmas. You over here telling your loved ones, yo, Christmas is our creator don't like Christmas. Yo, Easter, our creator don't. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Thanksgiving. We can keep going. Run down the list. And they think it's good. But they feet are what? Swift to what? They feet are quick to run to evil. It's dressed up as good, but it's really evil. That should let you know, get out your feelings. When they try to put that pressure on you. Oh, then they try to manipulate you. Oh, it's just about family. You know, grandma probably don't have that many years. You know, you hadn't seen the kids in 6 or 7 years. You know, we get the kids together. They just get to play. Oh, you should just come just to eat. They convincing you to quit to run the evil that they already doing. Are you going to fall for it? Are you going to get in your emotions? Are you going to be like, no, I see what our creator feel about all that. I'm going to let you have that. I'm good. And I ain't going to I'm not going to tell you manipulating me, but I'm going to recognize you manipulating me. but I ain't gonna throw it in your face. I'm already gonna see it. You're trying to use my emotions to pull me in to your evil. And our creator ain't feeling that. And if you go to Proverbs, hit it again, sis. If you go to Proverbs 16:18, and I know you don't know yet, I know you don't even understand. He said that there are 6 things that he hates, and 16, and 7 is an abomination. And feet quick to run to evil is one of them. Oh, and not to mention, you could throw lying in there too. Bethany 5. Birthdays too. Barak Yahuwah. Yo, baby girl will tell you. If y'all don't know who baby girl is, that's my mama. My birthday just passed. I ain't telling nobody. She already knew not to say nothing. I know she was thinking it. Like he locked in. He ain't even gonna bring it up like it ain't even a thing. My son already know. Don't bother pops with that. I don't even tell him happy. Nope. None of y'all even knew. The admins didn't even know. No birthdays. I feels you, Bethany. I feels you. Tony, what's up, man? I thought you were with me, man. Or are you talking about yourself? I don't know. Let's go. 19. Oh, wait a minute. This is the 7th. A false witness breathing out lies. Oh, wait. No. Wait. And one who causes strife among brothers. What? So the strife is the one that he says it's the 7th is an abomination. Oh, so wait a minute. Yahuwah, so you saying, so when a person be in the comments and they argue and they're debating over the calendar, you saying that's abomination. So on TikTok, when they turn around, debate about the Trinity, they're causing strife. Ooh, man, I ain't gonna do another song break. We got a couple of songs for all that. Is this landing? Is this hitting? Is this we locked in? Let's keep it pushing. Proverbs 16. Let's go to Proverbs 16. 16. We're gonna do 28. Remember, Myshpaka, it is your job, it is your responsibility to study the entire chapter. Can I get chapters? Can I get a disclaimer in the comments, please, for that? We tapping on it. It's your job to go deeper. We study to be approved over here. We do not read to be approved. Proverbs 16, we're going to verse 28. 28. A perverse man sends forth strife. What? And a slanderer separates intimate friends. I can totally relate. This whole entire year, I've been slandered on, and I've seen people that I thought was close to me. I've seen them turn. I've seen them judge me without hearing the full story. That lands. I seen them just participate in just complete lies and gossip, half truths, stretched narratives. That right there hits. Let's keep going. Let's go to chapter 18, verse 8. 18, verse 8. Ooh, man, doubling down. The words of a slanderer are like delicacies, and they go down into the inner parts of the heart. What? Let's go to stay in 18. We're going to verse 21. Verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those loving it eat its fruit. Myshpaka. I haven't said this in a long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. As a matter of fact, before I do, every time I say this, it's always some jokesters. If you're new, say in the last, say 3 months, you're 3 months new, between 3 months till now, and you're okay with saying, I'm new. This is it. Are you getting value? Or is this all connecting for you? Why, there gonna be some OGs. There's always somebody. Frankie, don't you dare say you knew. Don't even do it. Remember, Yahuwah don't like lying. Gregory Smith, you ain't new. You ain't new. You ain't new. Hold on, wait, go back. Nah, he ain't new. Yeah, Ralph, I'm new and it's connected. You ain't new. Wait, newish, maybe. I don't know. Johnny J. I like saying Johnny. I like seeing Johnny in the comments. He always giggling. He always laughing. Barack Yahuwah, let's get it. Oh, I knew I was gonna say. Yahuwah said it first. Let me start off by saying that. He said, death in life, I'm going to paraphrase because it sounds fun saying it this way. Death in life is in the power of the tongue. Whatever you eat is the fruit whatever you speak is the fruit you eat. The world then dressed it up, remixed it, and kicked it back out and speak it into existence. And notice that every time a person could turn around and be like, the Bible, the scriptures say, our creator said that the death and life is in the power of the tongue. No, wait, no. Let's start that over. A person can turn around and be like, oh, I'm going through it. This, that, and the other. Now somebody comes in and says, the scriptures say death and life is in the power of the tongue. Whatever you speak is the fruit you eat. You might want to change your words. They matter. And they're like, oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Love me some good. You right. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, take that same scenario. They turn around and go, speak it into existence and be like, you so right. For some reason, it elevates. The world says it that way, and it suddenly it's more important than the book, but our creator said it first. Bruce Lee quoted, he said, be careful what you say because words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. Is this it? New Myshpaka. Did I land New Myshpaka? Barak Yahuwah. Let's keep going. Let's go to chapter 29. How many of y'all remember how you say that all the time? I used to say that a lot. I ain't say that in a minute. I figured I'd bring out some of the old school stuff. There's some of the OGs to be like, yo, I remember that. Verse 11, let's get it. A fool lets out his breath, but the wise calms it down afterwards. Ooh, let's go. Supporting wisdom witnesses. Wisdom of Solomon. Yeah, so these y'all can screenshot, take notes. I'm gonna leave it up here for a second. All of these support everything we just pretty much you got homework. You got homework. If you're like, Wisdom of Solomon, I don't know what that is, you can just Google that verse. It'll pop up. You can ask AI, do some research. Stop acting like you can't. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, 10 through 11, talks about murmuring and backbiting are heard, and it's not a good thing. Sirach 27, verse 4 through 6, it talks about fruit reveals the tree. Fruit reveals the ruach. Throw that out there. Sirach 28, 8 through 18, strife in the tongue wound deeply. Testament, meaning testament of the 12 patriarchs, wisdom, the witness of the 12 ancestors. That's that book. Talks about anger, fighting, pride, lying, and accusation. Sounded out, Elon, are patterns to test. Warning, lament, and murmuring. Myshpaka. We are 3 hours and 32 minutes in. Sis, you down for you down for a round 4 later on this? We finish later. Sis is down. Y'all down for a round 4? We Frankie, don't you say nothing. I know Frankie will want me to study for 24 hours straight, like I can, like that's possible. He don't care about my well-being. Frankie's like, oh no, the lives are not worth it unless you go at least 6 hours minimum. 6 hours minimum, Elon. That's what he be doing. Tell me I'm wrong, Sherry. Don't Frankie be saying stuff like that? He see, even Maryland admitting it. Look, hit it again, sis. Don't make me do it. I do it. So yeah, y'all, we gonna take a pause there. But I want to share a thought with you. New Myshpaka. How much fun did you have learning book? And how much value did you get? A scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10. There's a reason why, because I want to show something to you. Here's the thing. We've been studying for 3 hours and 34 minutes. To me, it feels like maybe hour and a half. Do you agree? Did you get tons of value? Here's the reason why. Because we were studying this some time ago, a couple of weeks ago, and we stopped at slide 31. Do you know what slide we're at right now? 48. It seems like we went way past that, huh? Do you know that this study has 77 slides total? We still got quite a bit of ways. I'm sharing that with you so you can look back and go, okay, wait a minute. The church gives a quick hour thing going on, motivational speeches. These people legit come together, hang out for hours like it's normal, like drinking water. They silly, they honest, they fun, they're real, they're not churchy, and they're crawling through the book. And I actually felt like I walked away with the whole meal. My stomach is full. And I can probably take in a little bit more space in the stomach. Is that you? If that's you, can I get a Barak Yahu in the comments, please? Myshpaka, what I'm trying to say to the new Myshpaka, pay attention to how we study. Pay attention to our fruits. This is how you learn faster. We've learned in this community that you can take 2 hours of deep dive, slowing down, really considering things, stopping, reflecting, talking to Yahuwah. Like when you do that, things start to jump off the page. Your understanding, you start to see things much, much faster. If you're new and you're like, yo, I didn't even know y'all get down like this. I didn't even know like I didn't know none of this stuff. Can I please encourage you to go to our YouTube page? Okay. The reason why, let me open it up. Because we got a massive list over here. Like, if you feel like you want to be fed some more, if you want to expedite your understanding, go to our YouTube page, we.theassembly. Click on playlist. When you click on playlist, no. Yeah, you can click on playlist. Scroll down. You're going to see WTA Scripture Studies. Click on there. Scroll down. You're going to see, oh, hey, just said that. What I'm trying to show you is this. We have 90 plus studies here. We align all of our studies here. And I'm in the process of breaking them down for you, organizing them. There's a playlist for Pray Like the Forefathers. The pop-ups, I'm going to be doing a one on those. Spiritual warfare. There's one on the who are the Pharisees, modern day Pharisees. It's going to be attached to the land. And here's one for the calendars. Daniel, which means the end time prophecies. We're going to be digging more into that. Here's one of my bloodline, my actual bloodline. I don't know if y'all see it at the top right there in the middle. Well, I just moved it. Genesis 6 is Enoch. So you'll see the connection with Enoch. There's beyond the 66, we studied the book of Jubilees, chapter 10, where it's Noah and Hashatan, aka Satan, and Yahuwah. You end up finding out about pretty much the health and how we're being, all your illnesses, your actual physical stuff, these demonic spirits are giving it to you. And book backs it up. If you're curious about the names, why I stopped using God, and these, the oldies but goodies. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and revamp them. We're going to redo these. If you're in a lonely season, lonely but not alone, I didn't even finish these, and there's a lot of meat there. If you feel like you're like on an island by yourself only, and you're the only one seeing, your family's like all against you, you go watch those, you're going to realize every bit of feeling you're feeling right now, you're going to realize the book is actually telling you you're waking up. That's the thing. And when you see that, start thinking like, yo, hold up. So I'm feeling separated. I'm feeling alone. Like physically being separated, mentally being separated. All my people think I'm crazy. Nobody wants to hear what I got to say. Yes, the book actually breaks down why you're going through what you're going through. Those are gems down there. And I'm revamping it. So we're going to do a whole new study on it. But if I were you, go back and binge watch that. Go look and see. You're going to get a lot of value. Myshpaka, we love you. We appreciate you. We will do a round 4. Let me hit the chauffeur. We're gonna finish off playing some music. But Sherry, get out my head, sis. Sherry, I hope I made you proud, sis. My name is Alon, pronounced like you're going to cut grass, like you're going to cut a lawn. It's not spelt that way, but it is pronounced that way. And when I go live, I have 2 goals. First goal is to give esteem and to serve our creator, YAHUAH. And the second is to add value to you. And I'm in Palal that both those goals get met today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end with a song, but I'm going to show y'all a glimpse of the new website where I'm doing it. We're not going to go to that player I've been going to. All right. I'm going to pick a song from the player that when this site launches, you're going to have free access to all this stuff. Read, listen, learn. The read area, we're adding the scriptures there for you for free. So you can, and right now we got Book of Jubilees, but there's other books we're preparing. So by the time it launches, I'm hoping to have at least 7 or 8 books there for you for free. Even the Apocrypha books, you're going to be good on that. So don't be complaining about, I ain't got no money. Yeah, like it's too expensive. No, that's a cop out. Nah, you can't say that no more. Listen, we're going to pick a song from there, but learn. This area is fun. Right here, we got restored names and meanings. The game area is dope. If you go to the YouTube page, you'll be able to, we did a whole live showing that. So you can go check that out. And this is a new area we opened up. Well, I haven't launched it yet, but it's where you're going to have these studies that we're doing now, along with podcasts, the whole 9, other learning materials, study guides, the whole 9. But, Marilyn, what you in the mood for, sis? Let me see this card in my mouth. Answer. Ooh, wait. Sherry, this one for you, sis. Y'all, Sherry sent a message to the admin. She was like, Alon. I was like, what's she about to say? She said, don't give the wound a microphone. She was like, boy. I was like, okay, I assume you liked it. So sis, this one for you. Oh, wrong button. Oh, hold on. Here we go. There it is.
needs an audience. Not every wound needs a stage. Some things need the altar before they ever touch the page. We the assembly. Don't hand paint the mic, hand it to YAHUAH. Telling the story till the story told me. Every retail made the anger hold me. Called it venting, called it getting it out. But every time I said that, I built the same house. Different family line. Everybody gave a piece of their mind. 10 opinions couldn't make me whole. Fed the wound while I pray for control. There's a time for counsel. There's a time to speak. But I gotta take the matter to YAHUAH first. Before pain decides what the next line means. Before a bruise turns into belief. Psalm 141 verse 3 said, oh, watch. Oh, YAHUAH. Before my mouth, keep the door on my lips. Don't give the wound a microphone. Paint or preach if you let it choose the tone. Tell the truth, but don't build it a throne. Take it to YAHUAH before you take it to the phone. Don't give the wound a microphone. It ain't what hurt and still refuse the road. Guard the gate, let the book take control. Don't give the wound a microphone. I'll never get free, nothing ever changes. Everybody leaves, my whole life stays the same. Words reveal the room that the heart lives in, and the mouth keeps feeding what the mind spins. I ain't saying my mouth can create my fate, I'm saying Peter's speech can deepen a cage. What I rehearse can govern my next move, so I bring every sentence under the truth. I can say I'm angry without crowning the king. I can name the fear without teaching it to sing. I can tell YAHUAH where the pressure is real, then ask him to search me and teach me to heal. No fake positivity, no hiding the truth under the authority before my next statement. Proverbs 18 verses 20 through 21. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Don't give the wound a microphone. Pain or preach if you let it choose the tone. Tell the truth, but don't build it a throne. Take it to YAHUAH before you take it to the phone. Don't give the wound a microphone. It ain't what hurt and still refuse the road. Guard the gate, let the book take control. Don't give the wound a microphone. We the assembly, take the mic back. Pain can speak, but it can't lead. I learned a closed mouth ain't always defeat. Sometimes warfare sounds like peace. Taking the lead, not silence from fear, not hiding abuse. It's refusing to let hurt become the voice I use. If the truth must be spoken, let wisdom set time. Let mercy and justice govern the line. No gossip chain, no slander loop. No crowd replacing the truth. Said I watch on my mouth, keep the door on my lips. Don't let me use the book to baptize a fit. If my words won't give life, don't let them leave. Teach my mouth to obey before it tries to lead. Wisdom of Solomon, 1 verses 10 through 11. For the ear of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hid. Therefore, beware of murmuring, which is unprofitable, and refrain your tongue from backbiting. Said watch YAHUAH. Guard the gate before the wound gets amplified. Search the root, correct the weight. Don't let my pain decide my life. No microphone for the wound, no throne for offense, no audience before obedience. Said watch YAHUAH. Guard the gate. We the assembly. If YAHUAH, check the words before they left. Say YAHUAH. If he showed you silence can protect, say guard the gate. If he stopped the wound before it took the throne, drop, don't give it the microphone. We the assembly, take the mic back. Don't give the wound a microphone. Don't give the wound a microphone. Pain or preach they choose the throne. Tell the truth, but don't build it a throne. Take it to YAHUAH before you take it to the phone. Don't give the wound a microphone. I can name what hurt and still refuse the role. Guard the gate, let the book take control. Don't give the wound a microphone. Pain can't speak, but it can't leave. The book decides what I believe. We the assembly.